Yo, that man, what's going on, man? You know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General, man. I want to first say Happy New Year's, man. It's a new year, it's a new day. You know what I mean? We got some things to talk about. This will be a live call in, but I'm asking before we go live. I just need at least 20 likes before we get into it. And I'm gonna talk my ish for a little bit. This calling will be for the Eagles, of course. And if you want to talk Sixers, I do that too, man. Yo, that what's going on, man? I see y'all all in here, man. Shout out to Philly fan. Shout out to Philly Joel. Danny Diamonds, yo, that what's going on, man? What's going on? How y'all feeling, man? What's going on? What's going on? I need y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button. Appreciate it, seriously, man. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button, Joel. Listen, the reason that I didn't make the my do's and don'ts and also the free giveaway is because I didn't know who was going to play. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I had to wait till the injury reports came out, and it's crazy because I'm glad I didn't, because I was going to make it about Miles Sanders. And if y'all don't know it yet, Miles Sanders is not playing. The list goes kind of on and on. Jordan Mailata is not playing. Sean Bradley is not playing. I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's not playing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to really look at it and really try to break it down tomorrow to see who the free giveaway will be, because it's going to be two. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to tell y'all who it is right now. Y'all got to wait till tomorrow. But it's still always going to be a giveaway every single week. Every time the Eagles play, you know what I mean? Somebody gets paid. That's just facts. So man, I can't wait for y'all to come up on here. But I need to hit that 20 likes. I need to hit that 20 likes before I can bring y'all on. Man, because when you really look at it, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. How I'm feeling about going into this game Sunday night. I don't know why they push it to Sunday night. It's so bad that I gotta wait until nighttime for us to basically meet our fate that's already been sealed. But I guess it is what it is. They wanted to put some more spunk on the NFC East. But it's crazy if when the Eagles was winning the NFC East, nobody was doing this kind of thing. Everybody was saying, oh, it's the worst division and yada yada yada. But as soon as the Eagles is out of contention for it, Stephen Joyce, what's going on? What's going on? Micah Spinks, what's going on, man? Yo that. Make sure y'all hit that like. But it's crazy. As soon as the Eagles was out, now all of a sudden y'all want to push things back. Like, come on, man. I know it's better games that y'all could have put at some 8:30. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard on me because I got to report on that. I got to go to work in the morning. But that means shout out to BBP, shout out to Philly Mike, shout out to Philly Talk Podcast, and also Gate City Sports, aka Steve. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna have to go on post game like 11 o'clock. And I got work in the morning, man. Come on, man. Maybe I'm being a little selfish, but hell yeah, I deserve to be selfish after I had to report on this bull crap all season long. After I had to report on a guy, Doug Peterson, that don't know situational football for bit him in the butt. If he don't know how to run the freaking football. And now with Miles Sanders out, I don't know what's going to happen. Jordan Mailata is out. They're talking about starting Jalen Hurts against that front four. Man, I pray for the kid. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. It's a shame. Murph DeKenzo, yo, that what's going on? That's my guy, man. Happy New Year's to all of y'all, man. Seriously. Hey, Murph, I ain't hit you on that. I ain't hit you on that joint that you I want to say like the chat, because I ain't know who was all in there. I don't want everybody to know my number. You know what I mean? So I ain't know who was all in there. But shout out to you, Murph. You already know how I feel. You my brother, bro. But again, when you look at it, hey, listen, 25 people in here. Please get to 20 likes. Once we get to 20 likes, I'm going to bring the call in so we can talk about it. We can talk about we can talk about Eagles. We can talk about Sixers. We can just talk about how you feel. If you just want to come on and say Happy New Year, you can do that too. Whatever is on your mind, whatever you got to say, man, the General's here for you, man. I'm going to check to see where we at right now. You know what I mean? Hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second, man. Let's see where we at. Hold up. I don't know why this y'all doing this, but yeah, man. Like seriously, man. I feel bad for the kid. It's a shame that I wasn't even starting. I would put a Nate Sudfeld back there, you know what I mean, who you paid to be your backup, but now all of a sudden he doesn't even get that. He doesn't get no burn at all. So I will put him back there. And a lot of people want to say, oh, you want to evaluate. It's hard to evaluate when you have the coach that you got, when you got the play caller that you got. And it's a shame because, man, this team has suffered. This team has suffered from the hands of Howie Roseman, from the hands of Doug Peterson, and some of Jim Schwartz. Yes. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Okay, hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know why this one not showing it. All right, there we go. Oh, we at 20. So hold on. I'm gonna put the call in. I'm gonna put it in here for y'all right now. Give me 1 second. I got y'all. Give me 1 second. That was fast, man. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, man. Y'all be showing love, man. I'll really be showing love, man. Like no other. All right, it should be in there now. So, you know, whoever want to call, whatever y'all got to say, man, you want to get off your chest. You feel as though I'm right about something. You feel as though I'm wrong about something. I'm here for it. Just make sure when y'all come up, man, it's nothing disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I keep telling people, my kids watch this joint. I should have known Brandon was going to be the first. Hold on, Brandon. I'm about to get you in. My kids watch this joint, so make sure everybody's respectful. You know what I mean? If you disagree with anything I got to say, I ain't got no problem with that. Just make sure you're respectful. So the first I got on is Brandon, Eagles fan, always coming in early. What's going on, homie?
What's up? First, I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And second, I want to talk some Eagles. I want to talk some Sixers. Let's talk Eagles. So let's talk about these Eagles. Miles Sanders, I think we're going to win this game. Sadly. This is like the only time I want our team to lose.
Right.
I think we'll win by around like 7. I think we'll win like 24-17. But I think this team I think this team has to go forward and has to get draft picks. Like, they have to draft good, fire Howie, obviously, fire the whole entire squad, fire Howie, fire Jim, fire Doug, fire all of them. And I think that going forward, we got to hit in free agency, hit in the draft, and maybe actually have somebody that can develop some of these players. Because if we don't have that, we're not going to succeed. So we have to have somebody to develop them. And I think going forward, we should take Jamar Chase in the first round. Second round, we should take a cornerback or middle linebacker. And and for the offensive side, I think last week against the Cowboys, our defense was terrible. Like the time we did good in the first half. We only let them to 3 points. I thought we would let them to 3 points in the second half, and I was wrong. We let them to like 34 points in the second half.
Okay.
Because we scored 3.
You talking about the Dallas game or the Cardinals game?
Dallas.
No. We actually did a better job in the second half in the Dallas game. They benched the Quet and they put Mills in, and I don't know if that.
But in the second half, we gave up more points. Is what I'm trying to say. Wasn't the end of the first half score like 14-3 or 17-10 or something?
The end of first half, it was like it was closer than that. It was like 14-10.
What I'm trying to say, we gave up more points in the second half.
Okay.
So and I think that at halftime, you can tell that our team just goes out and makes and doesn't make switches in the first half, you have to in the first quarter even you have to take Jaquette out. He was not doing good.
But here's the thing, Brandon, little homie. They never bench anybody, no matter how bad they doing, no matter how bad Jalen Mills is doing, no matter how bad I mean the list goes on.
And when Fletcher Cox went down, that was
it was over. Yeah, it was over after that.
It was over after that.
Yeah, they could, and it's a shame because that's where all our money is on the defensive line. So these guys should have been getting pressure. If you're paying all these guys all this money, you're paying a Hargrave, you're playing a Malik Jackson, you're playing a Graham. I don't think Graham had a bad game, but still, I get it. But our edges wasn't there. Derek Barnett wasn't there. But
and I think that our defense, we let up too much big plays. We let up 10 big plays.
Yeah.
We let up way too many big plays.
I mean, Andy, you're right. Andy Dalton was out there playing pitch and catch, man. It was
he was playing jackpot to his receivers.
But let me ask you this, Brandon. Do you put that on the players or do you put that on the coach? Don't you think after you see Jaquette was getting barbecue chicken like how he was, shouldn't Jim Schwartz say, you know what, instead of having my safety,
I put it on both because I think the players, obviously, they play, so they have a part in it, too.
Okay.
But I think the coaching staff, they should have pulled Jaquette. They should have made adjustments to how they're playing. I think they were playing, I'm not good at reading that, but I think they were playing zone or man. You have to switch that. You have to switch up, what you're doing. If you're saying you're getting beat at man, you have to switch to zone for a couple plays or blitz to see what will happen.
Right.
In that game, and if you do the blitz successfully, you'll get to the quarterback every single time, no matter what.
Not every time, but I get what you're saying. You got it. You definitely got to switch it up. Let me hear your Sixers point because I got a lot of people in here, Brandon.
So from the Sixers, I think they did pretty good. I think that isn't Tony Bradley on our team?
No.
He isn't? I thought he was. But I think the Sixers team is pretty. I think going forward, they're really good. Doc Rivers made adjustments. He actually can make adjustments. And even if he doesn't, he makes adjustments how they play. He doesn't makes adjustments about, what they do on defense or offense. And, so that's all I have to say.
Hey, man, always, Brandon, you already know I appreciate you coming on, man. Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year for your family. I'm waiting for you to start your page, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, you'll probably have 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks, man. You need to start your page. Your insight, I love it. You can tell you can tell it's genuine, and you can tell ain't nobody writing what you got to say. I don't know where you just went, but all right, man. Brandon, thank you for coming on. Yo, that. Okay, we got my guy. Hey, body bag, give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Matter of fact, body bag, I bring you right on. Body bag, you on with the general? Yo, that. What's going on, bro?
What's good, man? Assalamu alaikum. What's going on, fellas? Everybody, how y'all doing, man? I'm on the UAC. Can you hear me?
You said what, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Walaikum salam, rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
All right, cool. Nah, I just wanted to make sure because I'm driving. I got y'all on the Bluetooth, so I just want to make sure y'all hear me.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm a little. Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. Listen, man, I'm happy that the season is over, but I'm a little skeptical, man. I'm a little scared, man, because, and this is for the Eagles that's been watching football. Not just Eagles, football for years, and for our fans, the fact that they are really entertaining this heavily, 95, 99% entertaining, trading Wentz and all different types of options. I heard it all the way around the board. Him giving them 20 mil, all types of things. And it's just like, are we really entertaining this? I can't. I can't do it. I think it's gonna be a big mistake. And listen, man, the fact of him to go to Indianapolis, you know, man, I think he's going to thrive. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do good, man. And it's going to haunt us, man. And I don't know, man, but we got to do something about the defense. I don't think Doug is going anywhere. I don't think Howie's going anywhere. I think Jim is leaving, though. I think Jim might leave. If they don't fire Doug, I guess Doug said he was going to step down or whatever. I don't know, man. But they got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to work on, man. Everybody's all in on Jalen Hurts, man. I don't know how. I don't know how it became like that, but they all in, man. For some reason, Doug and them and all of them, they not on the hot seat anymore. You know what I mean? So it's unfair, man. It's very unfair, man. And we do this to all of our players from every year. Good players, we get rid of them, man, because we don't know how to coach talent. And when we don't know how to coach talent and we put them out there and they play bad, we want to get rid of them. And I'm not just talking about quarterback. I'm talking about all positions.
Yeah,
look,
man.
That Nate Sudfeld situation, that even pissed me off even more about last year. Because he was healthy. Why is Josh McCown even playing? Nate was healthy. He came back off that broken arm after I think it was week 7, and they just never played. Well, I mean, because Carson Wentz was there. But my whole thing is, you know, what does Hurts got over Nate Sudfeld? Nate Sudfeld was supposed to be the backup for Carson Wentz. You see, it's a lot of shady stuff going on, man, and they playing favorite, man, and I don't like it. I really don't, man. I'm scared. I'm scared for next year, man. I don't expect to go to the bowl. I do expect to go to the playoffs at least. Try to go to the playoffs, but listen, man. I think Wentz could do it, man. I see his legs work, man. Listen, man, he just needs help. He needs an OC. He needs an offensive line. Oh, and the fact, Brandon Brooks fit to return to come back for what? For what? Why are you coming back now, Brandon Brooks? You should have never worked out before fucking training camp. Maybe you would have got hurt during the game. Nah, man, it's unfair. It's unfair to Wentz, man. But you know what? Hey, man. Yeah, this is the Messiah. I want to go with Hurts. Go with him, man. But y'all better listen. I felt confident that Wentz was going to get me a Super Bowl or pave the way to get me a Super Bowl, and he did that. I don't feel confident with this man.
All right. Hold on. Let me respond. I'm gonna let you keep going. Let me respond to some of the stuff. You're saying it a lot, and I can't respond to any of it until you know what I mean.
My bad.
No, you good. I get it. I get it. You're pissed off. This is why I do these live streams, because I want y'all to vent how I vent. I vent to y'all every single day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want y'all to vent to me. I get it. I understand it. But first, let me give my guy Philly Talk Podcast, man. This guy is up and coming. If y'all haven't done it, make sure y'all go sub him up. He's like 80 away from 1,000, man. This dude puts in work. This dude does everything that he's supposed to do the right way. He doesn't backstab nobody. He doesn't talk bad about anybody. This dude grinds. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast, man. Seriously, yo, that. All right, now let me get to it, body bag. You're absolutely right. This organization is failing the quarterbacks, and I'm not even saying just Carson Wentz. They failed Jalen Hurts too because he had to play. Now, with the Nate Sudfeld thing, I scratched my head about that too. Because you came on this John and said that we are a quarterback factory. This is why you drafted Jalen Hurts. You didn't have Nate Sudfeld for the same amount of time that you had Carson Wentz. We got him off, I want to say it was the Baltimore practice squad in 2016, right? You supposed to have developed this man into being your number 2. You paid him, and now you don't play him
at all.
And you're absolutely right, and that's why I think that it is the higher up saying things, because when you talk about favoritism, you talk about why in the hell is a guy like Jason Peters being played over Jordan Mailata? Why in the hell is Vinny Curry being played over a Josh Sweat? Why in the hell is Nathan Gary being played over a Bradley Taylor? Like, it's so many things that just frustrates me. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, man, like when you really break it down and when you really look at it, it's a shame when we really gotta just look at favoritism here and favoritism there. Now you want to bench Jaquette, but you ain't bench none of these other players other than Carson Wentz, who've been booed. You didn't bench a Nathan Gary. You didn't bench a Jason Peters. You know what I mean? So it's so frustrating that y'all got y'all picks. You know that dude. You know, I'm from Philly. You know, it's dudes in Philly that I grew up with, and we used to say, "You got your picks," because you would sit there and you would let somebody that you know will punch you in the face talk crazy to you, but let somebody laugh. Let somebody laugh that ain't got nothing to do with it, but you know he a sucker, and you go at him because you got your picks. And that's what I'm saying about this team, man. They got their picks, man, and it's a shame, bro.
Yeah, and Carson Wentz is the scapegoat, and that's what pisses me off. You know what I mean? Because I argue with my boy. You know what I mean? He from Philly. He live out. You know what I mean? He be out Collindale. You know what I mean? And we argue all the time. You know what I mean? Carson is trash and this and that, and then it's like, yo, man. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all making a very big mistake. And then you know what? To criticize, you know what I mean, to cut a person because he did bad in training camp, or to cut a person after a game because he took a picture with somebody. Let me tell you something. Your boy Jalen Hurts threw a pick to his teammate, and after he threw the pick to his teammate, he went over and dabbed him up, took his jersey, and took a picture. How about you cut him? How about you cut him? Because you cut the offensive lineman. What's the boy's name? Brown, because he tackled Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Well, he took a picture. He took a picture. Listen, we're playing favorite. We're playing favorite. We are playing favorite, and I don't like it.
He was bad. As an organization. I'm sorry, though, bro. He was bad.
I understand that, but we don't do that, though. He got cut because of that, though.
I get what you're saying, Body Bag, but he was bad. He was like I don't really think it was necessarily the jersey swap that got him cut, and they did bring him back. I think he's still on his roster. He's still on his roster to this day. So they did bring him back. Yeah, he's still on the roster. He's just on a practice squad. So they did cut him and bring him back. But man, when we talk about, I don't know who was worse that game. I don't know who was worse. Nate Herbig or Matt Pryor.
Matt Pryor.
You think he was better than Jamar Brown?
No. I said bad during the game.
I'm not that game. I'm just saying, period. Over the season, we have seen bad line play all year. Only time I ain't gonna really say the line really played bad was the New Orleans game. When you really look at it, like when we had Driscoll, when we had Mailata, you know what I mean? And like them guys, they were stable. They were stable, but just the being hurt, bringing them in, and yada yada yada, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like it's been bad, bro.
Listen. To have Jaquette, to bench the guy Jaquette was wrong. I mean, listen. You want to do what you're a coach, you're going to do that. But listen, I think it was wrong because that was his first time. That was literally his first time really playing a full game. He's not getting that many reps at that position. I mean, like I just don't, you know what I mean. And then you got Mills out there. We had Mills for 1,000 wonders on the team. He should have been gone. He's trash, bro. I don't understand, man. I don't know. And the players that we can they're driving with that Nelson Aguilar, man. I think he got over 1,000 yards this season, bro. I think he got over 1,000 yards. This quarterback position is very valuable. If you get rid of this guy, because the guy is young, he is good. I promise you, another coach will get him right, and he will win games. He won't be losing. He will. I just don't want it to happen, man. I don't want it to happen, man. That's all, man. That's all I had about to say about that, man. But look, man, you got people. I'm gonna go, man, because I'm still driving.
All right, bro, man. Hey, be safe out there, man.
Hey, listen, I want to get back on.
You in the city?
I make it back on. I just left from Philly, man. Be honest with you, I just left from Philly.
Yeah. I know it's raining like crazy in Philly. That's why I was like, be careful out that drum, bro.
Yeah, I just came from Collindale City, man. Yeah, I'm
Collindale City.
Yeah, that's how you call it, right? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna be rocking Pride till like 10 o'clock, 10:30. So you already know.
I want the floor. I want the last floor. I want the last floor then. See that? Right. I'll be home.
All right, we'll see, bro. You know that, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Hey, bro, what's going on, bro? I don't want to mess up your name. That's why I you know.
It's Marquette.
It's Marquette. Okay, that's what I thought. Marquette, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? Yo, what's going on?
Man, I ain't want to be ignorant and stuff like that. I seen that I was already in there, so I wanted to let him get his frustration off and stuff like that, man.
Right.
I disagree with a lot of the things that he was saying, man. For the simple fact, when you were in a business and stuff like that is gonna happen. You're gonna have your favorites and your non-favorites and stuff like that. Now, do I like it? No, I don't. Yeah. As far as Carson Wentz, I don't know why everybody keep on saying this about Carson, because we can't just let him go like that. So it's obvious that he's going to get his opportunity to get his third spot back. That's right. Obvious. I'm not even worrying about that. I feel as though they kind of had no choice but to put Hurts in the game, because one or two things could have happened. He could have ended up getting seriously hurt. This is our franchise. So people got to take account into that too. It was looking bad for the young man. It doesn't take away from who he is as a person. I honestly don't think that he's trash or anything like that. I think that he has a lot of things going on with him, personal things. I think for you to go from barely throwing interceptions to throwing over 20, that says a lot.
He threw 15, but he probably would have had 20 if he kept playing.
That's what I was saying by that time. Yeah. You know what I mean? He would have threw at least 20. But
here's the thing. I like I'm on tape saying this. I don't have no problem with the benching. I thought it should have came earlier, and then he probably should have got, probably like a gut check to him, and then come back. But since they did it how they did it, all right, leave him on the sideline. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I would have wanted to see a change of play calling first before I seen Carson Wentz switch.
Right.
To me, that made it seem like he was the scapegoat, because what happened? Jalen Hurts comes into the Green Bay game. Everybody's in an uproar. Oh man, did you see him? Did you see him? Did you see him? The Saints game. The Saints was not fast enough to compete with this kid. Now we go to the Cardinals game. The Cardinals was fast enough to compete with this kid.
Right.
Let's go to the Dallas game. Dallas was. The linebackers was fast enough to compete with the kid.
Right.
Now, it's no really dispersions on him, because it all falls down to coaching. Once again, why in the hell is Miles Sanders running the ball 7 times in the first drive, and then he ran it 8 for the rest of the game? That's a problem, bro.
Man,
so if I'm the owner, and I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at stats, I'm pretty sure he got guys that bring him stats, and he get to look at this and look at that, and he got a valuation team. I'm pretty sure he got all that. He's a billionaire. You know what I mean? So if I'm looking at, damn, Miles Sanders, damn, he only had 8 touches after, like what? Like Doug. And then this is not the only time that this happened. This continuously happens. Doug, why in the hell ain't you running the football when you're up 14-3? Doug, why ain't you running the football even if you're down just a field goal? And then everything just starts tumbleweeding. Everything start avalanching. You know what I mean? You turn a rock, you turn a rock into a mountain because everything's coming downhill now. And now you don't know what to do.
The wise men always say, "Go what's working. Go with what's working." We was killing in the first half. We got that first touchdown. Then got the ball back, threw a bomb to Deshaun Jackson. We went away from there. If you sit there and you take the time to mix and match what you're running into your pass or whatever, that opens up more for play actions and stuff like that. That's the problem. Like you can't keep on passing the ball and then try to do RPOs because how you gonna do an RPO when everybody know what you want to do? RPOs is making people think
that you're gonna run.
Ain't nobody thinking if they already know that you're gonna pass. How was that thinking? You might as well just be in the shotgun.
But when see, here's the thing. You're absolutely right. But here's the thing. When Hurts first came into the game, they were scared of him running. So it wasn't about the running back running. They were scared of his RPO. Right. They were scared of him, his run pass option because of him running. But after a while, once you get tape on, it's only look at Lamar Jackson last year, 15-1. Now Lamar Jackson has been balling of lately, last couple games, but he went through that stretch because defenses, they get tape on you, they start to figure you out. I mean, we got to understand that defense get paid too. These defensive coordinators get paid too. They know. That's the reason that they got the job. They know what a guy does good and what a guy doesn't do good. They know. We're not afraid of you running the football. Right. Doug. We know that you ain't gonna do it.
We know you ain't gonna keep doing it.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is, you want to know what they did to Carson Wentz, and they started to do to Jalen Hurts. They said we're going to send blitzes. And we're going to send our defensive end to say, forget about the running back. Just go get the quarterback. Just go get the quarterback. Right. We're not worried about the running back. If he gashes for 12 yards, they're not going to come back and run it again. Exactly.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, what we also failed to realize is a lot of our good games and stuff like that was only because we handed the ball off a couple times and Miles Sanders took it to the house.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
And that's one thing I don't understand. Once you see that, why don't you keep feeding the kid? It's been plenty of times, bro. Miles Sanders been robbed for 100 yards about 8 games this season. Doug Peterson should be in a lineup. He should be behind bars. He should be fingerprinted because he didn't rob this kid without a ski mask. Like
I be trying to understand. Do you not like Miles Sanders? Do you not like Jordan Howard? Because Jordan Howard was killing at one point.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I ain't gonna say what it is. Doug Peterson wants to say, look at what I did with this quarterback. Look at me. Because I was a backup all my life. You know what I mean? I really never did anything for the Philadelphia Eagles. I really never did anything for the Packers.
Right.
Look at what I did with these kids. Do you know Carson went through, and I'm not sure if it still stands to this day. I got to check the stats. Carson Wentz broke rookie records for throwing the football in 2016. He came into the game like this. He came into the game throwing the football. Now, our running backs wasn't as good as they was. Ryan Matthews and all them kind of dudes.
Nah. I see it more then because he had no choice.
Right, yeah. But still, you cannot see being one-dimensional. Nobody in this league, even Andy Reid, the first game of the Chiefs game, and now Andy Reid gave up play calling, but I'm pretty sure he got implemented on the first 15 scripted plays. Andy Reid has the best quarterback in the NFL. And you know what they did the first game, Kansas City? They ran the ball like 9 straight times. 9 straight times.
Yeah, the boy had like 28 carries that game, and he was a rookie. He had 28 carries.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So if you see that, why and that's supposed to be your head. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be the guy that puts you under hit. Why in the hell don't you why can't you implement that? Why can't you run the football? And running the football, it helps not only your quarterback, it helps your offensive line, it helps your defense. You know what I mean?
It helps your time of possession.
Exactly.
If you moving them chains, you knock the time off that clock. If you passing the ball, let's say you do keep on scoring or whatever, but you giving the other team an opportunity to keep doing the same thing. You try to keep them from getting the ball, especially if you're going up against juggernauts. Why would you want to keep on giving them a chance to score? You're making it harder on your defense.
Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Hey, I got a lot of people in here. Any last words before you get out of here, bro? Appreciate you coming on, man.
Definitely. Only thing I got to say is also, man, is we got our coaches. Them coaches got to go, man, because we need some type of rejuvenation. Like I think we also kind of soft, man. Like we gotta get tough, man. We gotta get tougher.
Not only that, man, but the situational football and also the penalties and stuff like that. Like the stuff got to stop. We're not only are we looking like we're soft, but we're looking like we're not militant. We're looking like we're not a disciplined team.
Yeah,
and that starts with the head coach, man. But bro, appreciate you coming on, man. Yep. If you want to come back, you want to come fly back on, you can. I'll be here until about 10:30, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely be back on here. I like doing this, man. I love it.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yo, that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at it, man. Like this team is not only look like they saw because it looked like the coach worried about ice cream, worried about penalties. But also, man, we're not disciplined. This team is not disciplined. When you have that many penalties in the second half of the Dallas game, back to back like that, to take you out of field goal range and all that kind of stuff, even though Doug probably is not going to kick the field goal. But still, man, like, that's on coaching. Is it on the players too? Oh, yes. When you have a Derek Barnett and a Malik Jackson, right? When you got them just getting stupid behind penalties, 15-yard penalties, all through the whole season, that's a problem. Malik Jackson got that 15-yard penalty against Washington. He should have been benched for a series or two. You got to teach these guys, look, if you mess up, you're going to pay. And the reason that you pay is you won't play. I'm gonna bring the next guy on here, man. We got Philly Joel, man. Appreciate you coming on. Yo, that.
Yo, what's going on? Happy New Year.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling like.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
A lot of people saying the audio not working. I don't know what that's about.
It's fine now.
Oh, it was messed up. I don't know. All right, go ahead, bro. Go
ahead. I was just watching the Bama game. It was like Notre Dame, Bama, and Devontae Smith. He's good, man. Now I don't know if the Eagles are going to take him because we all know how he rose him. He might take a quarterback again, so we don't know with him. But I want your opinion on that in the draft. It's like, what are your three main positions you want in the draft?
This is not a popular opinion to me because I think that if you get a wide receiver, it's going to just say that all the kids that we just got, like they're bums, and I don't think that's the fact. I think Quez Watkins is a stud. I think Hightower can be served. So I think Hightower reminds me of a Torrey Smith to me. You know what I mean? A guy that's not going to be a number one, but will take the top off. He has the speed. We've seen it. And he just got benched when Alshon Jeffrey came on. The dude was averaging the last 3 to 4 games before Alshon Jeffrey came in, like 50 yards a game. You know what I mean? Right. And they was 50-yard plays. You gonna get that one play from a Hightower. I think Quez Watkins. I think he has all the skill sets. I think he has all the skill sets. Now Rhaegar, I think Rhaegar is a kind of switch arm, but you can use. I think he's kind of like a Nelson Aguilar, but can be better.
And
we've seen with Nelson Aguilar in Oakland. We see
Like
what
a
we see
Debo
what Nelson
Samuel?
Aguilar is doing over. You said what, bro?
So you're saying Rager's like a Debo Samuel?
No, I think he's like a Nelson Aguilar. I think that he can be a better Nelson Aguilar. Debo Samuel is more of a stout kind of guy. I get what you're saying that they can use him more in the rounds and all that kind of stuff, but I don't match them up as kind of the same kind of players. I match him up as a Nelson Aguilar, but I think that he's better. You know what I mean? My thing is, and this is probably an unpopular opinion, I would trade if I get the top 5 pick. First of all, I don't think either if we pick number 6 or number 7 or something like that, I don't think that either one of them receivers are going to be there.
No,
when you look at Cincinnati, they need AJ Green's probably done,
and they might get another receiver beside T. Higgins. So
that's what I'm saying, because Green is done. So they're probably going to get one of them kids, man. It depends on where we fall. You know what I mean? Would I like one of them kids? You damn Skippy. We haven't had a number 1 receiver since Terrell Owens.
You know who I would take? I would take a corner. I would really look at a corner to get a corner besides Slay, because I think we desperately need one. I don't think we have any corner that can play outside right now. It's just me.
You don't even like Darius Slay?
No, like to play beside him. Like besides Slay, we don't have anybody.
Right. Jaquette, I understand he had a bad game, but I still got high hopes for the kid. Don't know, but I know he was barbecue chicken. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I don't know where that's gonna go. So when you got that many question marks, yeah, I ain't got no problem with it. With trying to get a corner. But me, I would trade back and try to get as many picks as I can, because we got more holes in the laundry basket right now.
Or I would
go ahead.
I know the Eagles are never going to do this because they haven't done it in a while, but if Micah Parsons there and you're number 6, I'm taking him.
Yeah, I'm a Penn State fan. You already know how I feel about Micah Parsons, man. I think he can change the whole dynamic of the defense. But here's the thing with that. Jim Schwartz can't be here because Micah Parkins will have to be kind of a focal point of your defense. He would have to be a rover. He would have to be a guy that can be anywhere. He would have to be a guy that, because he's good. He's good in coverage. He's okay in coverage, but you need this guy to be everywhere on the field. You know what I mean? And when I say everywhere, I mean on the right side. I mean blitzing. I mean, he can be off the nose tackle right there, right behind the nose, like stuff like that. Like this dude is really kind of like he's like a Javion Clowney linebacker type. You know what I mean? And
he reminds me a lot of TJ Watt, because TJ Watt played linebacker in college. They're kind of like the same mold. I think Micah Parsons is just going to switch over to defensive end in college. I mean, in the NFL.
In the NFL, you think so?
He might just transition to D end, but I don't know.
I don't know if he's built like that. I think he's fine with the like the Javion Clowney role. But for that role to happen, you would have to have a 3-4 defense. You know what I mean? This is why Jannard Avery didn't get as much burn as he should have got. You know what I mean? Because we don't have a 3-4 defense. We don't have 3 linemen. And if you're a smart defensive coordinator, you can switch from a 3-4 to 4-3 in the midst of the game. This is why I got a problem with Jim Schwartz. He doesn't make any adjustment. Your adjustments freaking stink every single game, and you'll make it the next game after we already lost. That's a problem, man. I'm gonna bring Mare on because I'm gonna try to keep this thing going, man.
All right, let's go. But no, Schwartz's scheme doesn't benefit the corners at all.
Mare, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
All right, so I was saying how Schwartz's scheme doesn't benefit the corners at all. Like, they don't. Like, they don't play the ball. They only play the receiver, which is why we get so much penalties, because they're always they're hand fighting with the receivers half the time. They're not even looking at the ball. I think Darius Slay is our only corner that's an interception on the season. That is
yeah, I thought damn.
He's our only corner.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, we really don't have any. I think we got like 4 interceptions on the whole, because you want to know why? It's the scheme.
That's right.
It's the scheme. They are taught to play the player. They're not taught to play the ball. and I don't understand that. Like, why you are reacting defense? But Mayor, I want you to get on, man. I want you to, to chime in on what you think about that. Mayor, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I agree. It's like what are they practicing? Like, what are like looking at? And it's like, and Jim Schwartz put like safeties on like the number one receiver, or he put like the wrong cornerback on the number one receiver.
No, this is what he would do. He'll put Slay on an island and let everyone else play defense. It's the most stupidest thing ever. Like, Slay is always one-on-one with no safety help.
None.
Nobody really had safety help when you really look at it.
None.
No one does.
And plus, like,
it's been the same scheme since 2016. It's been the same exact scheme.
and it's like, why did they keep Jim Schwartz around? Like, why did they just not fire him before the season even started?
Because we keep getting into the playoffs. We keep getting into the playoffs and keeping the guys. This will be
because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why that's part of the reason. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you look at it overall, they'll say, "Oh man, Jim Schwartz, he's top 5 in defense and yards given up and all this old bull crap." That's because when we play a bad quarterback, or we play a second string quarterback who we have been playing a lot, or we'll play a rookie quarterback, other than Joe Burrows, he really demolished him. He does his thing. But then when you it overweighs when we go against a guy like Aaron Rodgers who toasts us 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell, who he just can't beat. Finally beat the Saints, but you can't beat Drew Brees neither. You know what I mean? Like the list goes on and on. And even in the Super Bowl, man, we didn't win that Super Bowl because of no damn Jim Schwartz. They got you chicken out there 500 yards.
This is the scheme they run.
I feel like the only person in the Super Bowl was really doing work was Malcolm Jenkins. That was it. Malcolm Jenkins was the only person on defense was really carrying the team.
I thought Brandon Graham was balling too.
Oh yeah.
Fresh, but when you watch them line up on defense, it's the same thing. 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 2 corners, and 1 safety, single high. That's it. They
And
run
like he blitzed at the wrong time, or he
rarely blitzes. I've never seen him blitz.
I rarely expect. I don't remember not one blitz from that Dallas game. I don't remember. Once you seen you wasn't getting pressure when Fletcher Cox went out, you you already getting barbecue chicken.
And when he did blitz,
send somebody, get Andy Dalton frustrated, get some hits. Like I didn't understand. And I haven't understood that for a long time. But you want to know what the number one thing that pisses me off with Jim Schwartz? The fact that it's 3rd and 5, and you got a guy like Darius Slay 8 yards back.
I was just selling at the screen like, why nobody not sticking up?
You know what? Slay in Detroit would just get in the nose of the receiver every time. We're not doing that here. And this is why Amdi Amsawa sucked, because we tried to make him a zone corner, even though he was a man in Oakland. I mean, it's just like we don't know how to coach these guys.
And plus,
and then you get rid of a guy in Will Parks. You think we could have needed him last week?
Oh, we scapegoated it 100%.
And they say he don't fit the scheme.
No. Players, it's just Jim Schwartz. He's a liar, and it's like every time when we losing and they put the camera on his face, he just looking so dumb because it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, are you not sure? And plus, nobody really don't know how to hit on that team on defense, except for the defensive line. Like everybody else can't hit.
Yeah. When you look at a guy like Jalen Mills who comes and runs the team that we need to tackle, and then you do that against the Cardinals, you muff on tackles, you're just out there hitting and not wrapping up. These are things that I learned in Pee Wee. Like I don't like, and then dudes are not being held accountable for these kind of things.
Right, and it's
but then you want to best equip because you put him out there with you put him out there. And they just started picking on it. They put a Gallup over there. They put a CeeDee Lamb over there. They even put a Amari Cooper over there. And you gave him no safety help.
And it's like if he did get safety help, I say like Kavon Wallace he's a good hitter. He helped the corner, and I seen his college. I look at his college highlights. He's really good, and it's like He could hit, he could cover, he could do everything. It's just Jim Schwartz put the wrong people on the number one receiver.
And Fresh, this is why I'm glad we have a losing season, so they can get humbled for once. They've been on the Super Bowl high since February 4th, 2018, and they haven't gotten off that high horse. That's why they said we're a quarterback factory, even though y'all can't develop quarterbacks worth of anything. They're finally getting humbled, and I love it. And I'm gonna
but are they? Because there's so many excuses that they're using. They're using they're using the corona thing, which I get, but everybody
you can't use that excuse. You want to know why that automatically doesn't matter?
I get it. I agree with you, bro. But I'm telling you what they're saying. They're saying that we didn't get a chance to really implement our system. Now that's cool from week 1 to week 4 or 5.
I'm saying it's okay for in that sense, but I mean the Chiefs are 14-1. You think they're using COVID as an excuse? I mean, come on.
And like after the bye week, like what was they thinking? Like should they just come back stronger or just like?
No, the changes. They're gonna fire somebody. Someone's getting.
No, they need to fire more than one people. It's like.
I know 3 people that automatically.
All right, so hold on real fast. Before I get y'all out of here because I got a lot of people waiting. I want y'all to know, I don't care who go first. Who do y'all want going, and who do you want your quarterback to be going into 2021? Go ahead, y'all.
More than one person or just one person?
Whoever you want going.
You really want to be honest? I would.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will fire Jim. No. Yeah, I fired Jim Schwartz, and I keep Howie around to fix that contract situation. And there's Jeffrey Lawrence, and just put his foot down and just give Doug Peterson offensive coordinator. For my quarterback, dang, that's a good question.
It's hard, man.
Nate Sudfeld, ain't this like his last year?
Yeah, they gave him a 1-year deal.
Yeah, just let him go and just keep Carson and Hurts around. And we all know Carson's going to be the starter next year. And I feel like Carson need to sit on the bench and he's like come back to himself and just get back in his rhythm.
You think he need to sit on the bench more or?
Oh no, just like for this year, cause it's like that Green Bay.
He done for this year. Yeah.
That Green Bay game that was shady with Doug. He just took him out the game on like national TV like that. That was shady.
Yeah, he didn't even tell him. He told him that he was going to be out for a series or 2.
Yeah.
No, he told him he was going to be out for a series, and then he never touched the field again.
And he said in his interview, if you let Carson go, it's like, would he say something like that? It's like, we're not trusting.
No, Carson was like, he was like, oh, I just got pulled. I didn't really know what was going on. Like, I was like, what?
I kind of understand he was saying because Doug said he's going to put him up for 1 series, and it's like he was off for the whole game.
It's just a shame, man.
It's just
all right, go ahead.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here are the people that I would immediately fire. Press Taylor, get out of here. They flipped the special teams coach. Get out of here. Jim Schwartz, out of here. Doug Peterson, if he doesn't get offensive coordinator, then fire him. Howie Roseman, put him in the closet, let him handle contracts. John Dorsey, become the GM, let him handle the draft. And my quarterback, I'm only going with Wentz because of the contract. If the contract wasn't there, I'm moving on with Hurts. That's just my opinion.
All right,
I would fix Wentz only because of the contract.
No, I feel like Wentz need he just need that type of coach like for the all season, like a good quarterback coach.
No, because I feel like if the contract is there, it's a no-brainer to go with Hurts, in my opinion. I don't know.
I'm not giving up on Carson Wentz, but if he didn't have a contract, he could be like an MVP again. He goes to like another team, and like he would embarrass the Philadelphia Eagles if he played them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It does seem like his time is over in Philly, and then he would go somewhere else and shine. But
he still got. If he sucks next year, then it's over. I still think you have a glimmer. You can still save him here. It's
but see, here's the thing, but that a lot of people are saying that. It's so much more money that you're going to have to eat if you take that gamble. That's why a lot of people are saying that he should be going now. Me personally, I got mixed feelings about it because I feel as though Carson Wentz is not done. I feel as though he could still be a top 5 quarterback. Yes, I said top 5 quarterback in this NFL. You know what I mean? we, we see the talent, man. Appreciate y'all guys coming on, man. Y'all want to come back, y'all can. I'll be on here till about 10:30, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
I got one more thing to say. They need to follow what Buffalo did to Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is what Carson Wentz is.
Way better. And I feel like I'm surprised nobody not talking. I don't know why they put Deshaun Watson for Pro Bowl and he having a bad year, but they're not talking about that though.
No, he's having a really good year.
I feel like
he's on a bad team. That's all. He's like he's putting up insane numbers. He's good. He's just on a bad.
He just need I agree, like he just need more help.
No, but this is what I don't understand. Like they'll say Deshaun Watson, they'll play the national media. I'm talking about the national media. They'll play it off as, oh, he's on a bad team. Oh, he should get out of Houston. But when Wentz was doing that for 3 seasons, it was Wentz sucks. That doesn't make any sense.
It's like
whatever.
The media is like they jokes, they bandwagon, especially Dan Orlovsky. Like he just pissed me off. And Max, like they say dumb stuff. They said Max said he needed to retire, he needed this and that. And Dan was agreeing with like Max, and it's like I don't.
Listen here, man.
Dan is slowly getting off the Wentz wagon.
Before I let y'all go, man, you gotta stop. Don't get pissed off. It's clickbait. You say Carson Wentz's name, and you're going to get views. You know what I mean? They're playing a view game. They know for a fact that how YouTube is playing right now. They know that people don't gotta watch the whole First Take, or they don't gotta watch the whole first Undisputed. They just go to take. They just type in the name and they go to takes. And if Max Kellerman is saying these stupid things, he's going to get views.
It's the same way.
All he want to do, bro.
Yeah, it's the same way with Skip and LeBron James. So.
Yeah, especially Darren Orlovsky. He just said years ago, I like Carson Wentz, but like that. It's like I don't get it, and it's like I feel like only one person really, like out of all of them, is really defending Carson Wentz, and is Shannon Sharp. He's like the only person that's really
him and
but once again, I think that's more of him being an alligator. Yeah, I think that's more of him.
No,
I'm not saying he doesn't like Carson Wentz, because some of the things that he says, I see the same thing. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with that. But
it's him and the other guy.
I gotta get the guys on here, man. If y'all want to come back on, I appreciate it, but I gotta get the rest of these guys on here. I know
be safe.
Him and Louis Riddick defend Carson Wentz. Louis Riddick is also another one.
Be safe.
Look, Louis Riddick knows that Howie Roseman is failing him, and he wants to come over here and be a GM.
This is a message before I get off here. Jeffrey Lurie, put Howie Roseman in the boiling room. Second time, your franchise will be saved. Put him in the boiling room.
And I feel like Doug Peterson would do Jalen Hurts dirty too.
Get his accountant ass out of here.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. Because when you really look at it, man, I mean, he's right. When you look at it, the people that we won a Super Bowl with, other than the plug-in players that Howie Roseman brought in, like the LeGarrette Blunts, the Patrick Robinsons, and the Torrey Smiths and the Alshon Jeffries, all them dudes was Chip Kelly guys. We grinded Chip Kelly up so much, but his dudes, the guys that he, other than Marcus Smith, oh my gosh, how bad that pick was. But other than that, man, Chip Kelly drafted good. When you talk about the Nelson Aguilar, you talk about the Lane Johnson, you talk about the Kelseys, you talk about the Fletcher Cox, you talk about Brandon Brooks is a trade, but Lane Johnson, like the list went on and on with Chip Kelly, man. And even we grinded Chip Kelly up about Howie Roseman being put in the shoebox, or whatever you want to call it. But man, Chip drafted okay. He just wasn't good at being a football kind of locker room guy. You know what I mean? And that's where he failed at. So I'm gonna bring on 2 more, man. I got my guy Donald Williams and also Lenny D coming on, man. Yo, that.
Can you hear me?
Yo, what's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You
can hear me? Yeah, we can.
Oh, real fast. Hey, Nate, I got you. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put on my do's and don'ts tomorrow. You just gotta just make sure that you text me around like 3:00 so I remember, man. I'll be having a lot going on, but I got you, Nate. Go ahead, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear both of y'all. Y'all good?
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. You was about to say something. You good. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I don't even know where to start, but hey, first of all, Happy New Year's, everybody. Man, this was a bad year. This was a bad year. You talk about moves to make. First thing I want to say is, man, I hear everyone saying all of this. We need to win. We need to win against the Redskins. All these interviews. Can't believe Schwartz said that no hat thing. That's one of the sillier things he said. Like he said, you do enough dumb things, you become labeled a dumbass. Schwartz, man. But nah, man. I mean, it's just crazy to see all of those guys that's saying, we need to win. Those guys are probably going to be cap casualties.
Yeah. Here's the thing with that. I said we needed to win against Dallas because we still had a chance to go to the playoffs. I said that we needed to win against Dallas because I wanted my young guys to have playoff experience. And also I wanted to beat Dallas. Now that that's out the window, it's no point of winning. I mean, you want to talk about this no cap thing and we don't want guys to win the division on our field. How about you stop people from winning on your field the rest of the season instead of just worrying about this one freaking game? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't listen to Doug Peterson post interviews. I don't listen to none of that no more. I'm tired of hearing the same shit. I'm tired of hearing, oh, we got to do better. I got to coach better. I got to do this and I got to do that. Man, stop it. How about you do better instead of telling me you got to do better? I know you got to do better. I can look on the field and tell you. I can tell you exactly what you need to do. But I'm just wasting my breath. I feel as though some of my do's and don'ts, I waste my freaking breath. I waste my breath telling you that you need to run the freaking football. I waste my breath telling you that you need to stop having a Greg Ward fielding punts. I waste my breath telling you that you need to stop having Boston Scott field kickoffs because they're punting straight to him. They don't want him to down it. They want him to bring it out so he can get to the 15, 20-yard line and tackling because he's not good at that. Why are you not using your players to the best ability? Why in the hell is Fulgham not getting targets like how he was as soon as Alshon Jeffrey comes on the field? Get the freak out of here with that, man. Like Fulgham had a chance to get 1,000 yards. That would have been the first 1,000-yard Eagles since Doug has been here. Doug has not had 1,000-yard receiver since he's been here. And a lot of people say, oh, man, Howie fell. Howie does fail. But when you got a guy like Fulgham doing that, having 400 yards in 4 games, and you stop giving him the football, that's on coaching. That's on coaching. Even before Alshon came, they stopped feeding him. You know what I mean? That was a problem to me, man. And then you ask him to try to bring us back against the Cardinal game. You want to give him 4 targets straight. Like, dude, like, come on, man. Like this situational football is it's so frustrating. Go ahead, Lenny D. My bad.
No, you good. All y'all make good points. Me, I'm never the one to, want my team to lose or act like they don't show no fight. But come this Sunday, I don't need them to show any fight at all because I want that top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? But if we do get the top 5 pick, I don't want Howie to be the one that's drafted. You know what I'm saying? Because he's liable to miss because he's missed on a whole bunch of guys, especially on the offensive side that we lack on both sides of the ball where we don't have right now players. What I mean by like right now players, I mean like you draft J.J. Arcega-Whiteside over DK Metcalf, and you see what DK Metcalf is doing with the Seahawks right now, and it's only his second year. You pass up on Justin Jefferson for Jalen Reagor. You see what Justin Jefferson, he's making a difference right now. You pass up on Chase Claypool, and you see what he's doing with the Steelers right now. Like, we don't have right now players. And that falls on Howie. Like, he draft experimental talent. He Darnell Pumphrey, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Like, he drafts experimental talent. Like we know we need the
Let me-
talent
can I
right
ask
now.
you- Can I ask you this?
Yeah, what's up?
Now, the DK Metcalf and JJ, I think, a Whiteside. Now, I usually throw my hat every time I say that. I'm not going to throw my hat right now. You know what I mean? But I get that one. But the Justin Jefferson and Rhaegar thing, it does still. I'm starting to go towards we should have got Justin Jefferson. But would he have been explosive in this offense if Justin Jefferson was here? That's the problem that I got, because once again, we see a guy, Nelson Aguilar, go to Oakland. It almost got 1,000 yards. You know what I mean? We see a guy in Sidney Jones go over to the Jaguars and be serviceable. We see a guy in Rasul Douglas go over to Carolina and be serviceable. This is the problem. We see, and even Jordan Hicks. Now, you didn't want to sign him back. And then he goes over to
Arizona
Cardinals. He go over to the Cardinals and he's balling. You get rid of don't sign, but you cut LJ Fort. And now he's over there in Baltimore balling. See, the thing I have is the problem of it's a mixture. It's not just one guy. It's not just Howie Roseman, and it ain't just Doug Peterson. They have combined to have us as a failing unit. When you really break it down and when you really, really look at it, man, they have really combined to fail us, because it's either, oh, well, that's the wrong pick. Why in the hell did you pick that guy? Or it's, damn, this dude, he goes somewhere and look at him now. You know what I mean? And I feel as though it would be the same thing if Carson Wentz leaves. And probably even if you trade Jalen Hurts. Either one. To me, either one of them got to go. I'm not even going to lie to you. Or Doug Peterson got to go. You cannot have dumb three guys coming back. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, can I touch on something real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
All right, hey, since you're on the topic of missed players, I just want to throw out there we drafted Derek Barnett over Marlon Humphrey and Trey White. That's an embarrassment.
Yeah,
so this has been almost every year.
I mean, yeah, but the thing with Derek Barnett is, the whole Super Bowl thing, and how he recovered the football, and he's been hit or miss, every now and then.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, and Fresh, you made a good point. It's just, you see like me, you, and probably everybody else in the chat, and as Eagles fan all across the world, they see different talent on, just from different players. Like me, when I first started out my YouTube videos, like one of my first few videos was, if the big three are gone, which means CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, and Henry Ruggs, if they was gone, my guy was Justin Jefferson, because like I sometimes watch college football, you know what I'm saying? And you can't teach sure talent. Like if you know talent when you see it. Just like with what's his name? Stephon Diggs. Like Stephon Diggs is clearly not the best receiver, in the whole league, but he got sure separation with his footwork. I saw that with Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Like even with like John Hightower right now, right? John Hightower. Quez Watkins look like he's a ready to play right now player, right? But I feel like John Hightower got the higher ceiling because he can separate from people. He got good route running and he's not slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Justin, like you miss.
It's these that's a problem.
The
hands is a problem, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and that's why I say like we missed on right now talent, where you see all the people that we missed on. And you got a good point about the coaching and stuff like that, because you got guys like Travis Fulgham, who came from the practice squad players, practice squad, and he came out there and outplayed Alshon Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said on my live stream earlier today. I said it's ironic that some of our best players come from the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? We don't draft none of these guys. Greg Ward was waiting in the wings while Nelson Aguilar was dropping touchdown passes. Then you had Fulgham come out of nowhere when Alshon was still hurt, and all these guys was looking real bad. Like we don't draft good talent. We somehow just look up on it. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel what y'all saying, man. Listen, if y'all want to get back on, man, y'all can, man. I got a lot of people in here. I ain't got no problem with y'all coming back, man. Appreciate everything that y'all had to say, man. Lenny D, if you want to shout out your page, please do, man. You already know I support you.
Yeah, my page is Lenny D Eagles. You're gonna have to type that in on the search bar, and I'm gonna show up on there. So yeah, just come by. You ain't have to subscribe. Just whenever I go live, y'all can say what's up and all that. I'm fine with that.
All right,
Hey, Lenny, I'm a sub. I want to say yo that, but I love what y'all doing, man.
Yo that, bro. Appreciate you.
Yo that.
All right, listen, man. I got some people on deck. I got my guy Philly Talk Podcast, man. I gotta get him in here, man. I gotta get him in here, and I'm going to bring him in here with people dropping out. I don't know what I did. Did I do something to somebody? Oh, all right, he came back in. Okay. I got Philly Talk Podcast, and I also want to bring in Eagles Chant, man. These are both Eagles content creators, man. Make sure y'all show them love. Yo that.
What's goody? What's good? What's good, brother?
What's going on?
Chilling, man.
Eagles Chant, you here?
Look like he loading.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Yo that, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling?
What's up, man?
I've been better.
Yeah, I know it, man. I know it. So, I mean, I know we got some things to talk about, man. We got some decisions to make. You know what I mean? When you really, really look at it and you really, really break it down, man. Oh, man. We got some decisions, man. And I don't know where I'm leaning to. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. And there's nobody that can persuade me each way because I talked to a lot of people, man. You know what I mean? And it's really nobody that can persuade me to say, keep. It's one thing that I know. How I feel. I feel as though you cannot keep Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, and Doug Peterson on this team. One of them two or two of them three gotta go.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
My thing with this whole Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts thing is that as a fan, as like a person that loves football, I would love to see them battle it out. And obviously him as my quarterback, I feel like that would add a set of cojones. I think that's something like a backbone that we want to see out of our starting quarterback. That adversity hits and you say, nah, F that. I'm going to come here and I'm going to fight for my job and prove everybody wrong. I think that's what you want to see, especially at $100 million. But I think you hit it on the head. You can't, he's shown, whether it be Nick Foles, now Jalen Hurts, he's not shown the capacity to really deal with that adversity. So, at this point, and put on top of it that our team is not that good and old, you know what I'm saying? I've said this in a couple of different videos. It's like, do you really want to rebuild with a $30 million quarterback? If you have the chance to get out of that contract, it might be the best thing. Like, as far as the draft goes, though, like, if we have a top 3 pick, we just need to pick the best player. Like, I see a lot of people being like, oh, let's go get this guy. Let's go, we need a cornerback. We need to listen. I don't care if it's that Penny Selway. I can't say his name. If the best player on that board is a left tackle, a wide receiver, a whatever it may be, you get yourself a cornerstone for your franchise. That's I think the only position off the board right now is quarterback.
Joe, let me ask you this. I don't know what happened to
he timed out.
But he out there. Hey Dennis Watson, you on deck, man. I see you lounging. I'm gonna bring you in a minute, all right? But let me ask you this because I ain't gonna lie. You got time today?
Yeah, I got time.
All right, I'm gonna keep you on.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this. To me, I would, even if it's the top 3, I would move back. We have so many holes. I keep saying this. We got more holes than them laundry bags, bags, all them holes, the mesh bags.
Facts.
That's how many holes we got. We got more holes than. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say that. We just got a lot of holes. So to me, I would move back to see what I can get because there is some talent in this draft. Now, are you going to miss out on Jamar Chase? Are you going to miss out on Micah Parsons, whatever case may be? Yeah, you are. But it's not like we're one guy away.
No, that's a fact. I would agree with that if I trusted the guy making the decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right,
I would definitely trust that.
Dennis, you here?
Oh, I'm here. What up, y'all?
You, what's goody, brother?
What's going on?
You.
Relaxing, man.
Always. That's what I do.
It's like 2020 beat you down, man. 2020 beat you down.
No, I gotta work, bro. You know what I mean? Gotta work. I seen you was going on, so I had to make a cameo. You feel me?
Hey, man, I appreciate you. You already know the love is there, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Always. No, look, let me run something by you real quick, man. I've been watching, you know what I mean? Look, here's the thing. All right, look, they talk different with me. I'm about to tell you something different here.
Okay.
Here's what it is. Doug Peterson and Jim Schwartz. Let's start there. All right. Here's what the problem is. You got an offense that is stagnant for a whole half, right? Jim Schwartz is a react type defense. Here's the problem. One of the two got to go because Jim Schwartz defense is made for a team that can score a lot of points like Green Bay or something like that. That's the only way that defense is going to complement any type of team that just can score good. Doug Peterson needs a defense like Jim Johnson's, ones that can keep people like underneath 20 or less more points. You know what I mean? They don't complement each other. That's big problem right there. You feel me?
Yeah, I get you.
I think like Jim Schwartz's problem is like he also needs our offense to be able to hold the ball for a little while. To your point, once you make an offense, a one-way ticket, if you want to call once you know all they're going to do is just pass the ball every play, it's very easy to stop the offense as a defense. But once you allow it to be a shootout or the time of possession is way out of control, that's when you see Jim Schwartz just getting totally out-coached. He has one trick. He's going to send four and he's going to man up everything else. If that doesn't work, you see what happens.
It's done. It's done. But go ahead, Fresh.
Yeah, no. I mean, both of y'all are absolutely right. They do not complement each other. You know what I mean? They like vinegar and water for real. You know what I mean? They like mustard and mayonnaise. I don't know nobody that eat mustard and mayonnaise when they hot dog and hamburger. You know what I mean? Like seriously,
hey,
ketchup, mayonnaise and ketchup. You never see mustard and mayonnaise. You know what I mean?
To each their own, though. To each their own. If that's how you rock it.
Look. One can't score enough points, and one gets points scored on them. You know what I mean?
And that's not a winning organization when you really, really break it down. In 2017, they were so commendable to each other because they ran the football. Mm-hmm. This would happen. We got out the big leads like we did. Like we even got out to some leads this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got out the big leads. Then we started running the football, and not only that, the defense can pin their ears back. When you got a front four like how we had, and also the rotation, really a front eight that we had in 2017. They can just go eat because we know that you have to pass early, and we can just pin our ears back and go eat. That is how we were so successful in 2017. We got up the big leads, right? After we got up the big leads, we ran the football, and the defense can just go hunting.
Exactly.
And you can't do that. You can't do that when your coach is not running the football when you're up 14-3, 17-0, things like that. Because one slip up by the defense and the game is tied.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we had so many, like look at the Washington football game. We had so many instances where as though we should have just been holding the ball. We should have been running the football, but we kept going 3 and out, getting sacked, putting our quarterback in situations that I can understand. And then here comes the defense. Now they're folding because they've been relaxed. And then and they feel as though, we up 17-0. We ain't really got to do too much except for what we do. And then Jim Schwartz makes no adjustments. See, like the LA Rams game was the nail in the coffin to me, y'all. When you see Jared Goff just kept doing them bootlegs, the dude with 13 for 13, his first 13.
Yeah, he was balling.
10 for 10. Like, there's no way that you can sit there and beat your chest as a defensive coordinator when you got dumb kind of things happening all year.
And it's consistent. It's not even just this year. I feel like, to your point, 2017, we're doing the exact opposite. We'll run to get the lead. And then once we have a lead, it's like, all right, Carson, now just throw a bunch of random passes that have no type of target to them. Just, hey, I don't understand Doug Peterson's play calling at all. But even Jim Schwartz, if you watch the game film, half the time, if you could tell me what those linebackers' actual assignment is, I'd be so impressed. I don't think that they even know what their actual assignment is half the time. They're just running around the field.
I can tell you, they stuck between a rock and a hard place. like in all seriousness, because they're telling the linebackers, all right, if they run a football, crash down. But then when they crash down and it's a play action, then you're done.
Exactly.
Because there's no safety help. There's no safety. You got the safeties
all season.
Box. Like it's
season.
Like that. Just draft all linebackers and have them play it all across the damn field.
Right.
You're having safeties if you're not going to use them. You know
and it really doesn't. And it really doesn't help with what you're saying is because our linebackers are in that. So not only are we not using safeties with the linebacker core weak as it is, that really makes the defense stoppable. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, you have your defensive line moving side to side trying to stop all these gadget plays that the linebackers should be able to control, when instead they should, like you said earlier, Fresh, they should be able to just pin their ears back and, go forward. That's what you're paid for. And and far too often you see even players like Fletcher Cox moving side to side. You want them north-south, not east-west. And that takes away our one strength. We put so much money onto the defensive line, but it's such an easy thing to game plan around. We see the quick passes. We see the gadget, run plays with the wide receivers that was killing us for like the first half of the season. So like you said, he makes no adjustments. And then the players that he does have, the personnel that he does use, he doesn't use them properly. And it just makes zero sense. Zero sense. They can all, in my opinion.
Let me ask you a question. Either one of y'all or both of y'all, it doesn't matter. And look, before I say this, I am not a hater. Not at all. Like you said, I support the Shield. Rather Wentz, yeah, because I see a bigger upside with Wentz. To me, that's just me, because I see more body of work. So I'm not saying I don't like Jalen. But here's my thing. They put Jalen Hurts in, right? Just feel me. I ain't hating on them because I don't want the people crashing down on me for saying it. But
I've said worse. Trust you guys. Fresh.
Your comment section is wicked, Fresh.
You said what, bro? You said what?
Your comment section is wicked.
You think I don't know? You think I don't know, man? Seriously. Shout out to all of them, man. But yeah.
No hate. It's all love. It's all love.
Hey, listen,
but they gonna eat though.
Hey, if you want to come on here, or if you want to comment and Philly Fresh comments, you better have thick skin, because they do not playing that shit.
They gonna eat. They're gonna eat.
Yeah.
But Jalen Hurts, right? What have we really accomplished, bro? He's came in for 3 games so far. All right, I get it. Carson was looking bad, but this dude almost is bad word. This dude only won 1 game, bro. So what have we really done? You feel me? Like, yeah, he got stats or whatever.
We have, to me, how it should look is that we have finally, well, I've been seeing it, but a lot of Jalen Hurts people, you know, they was on that train and they was saying it was mostly Carson's fault. I think that we have availed who the culprit is in all of this, because even with Jalen Hurts, right? He still didn't run the football enough. I said this earlier. Why in the hell does Miles Sanders have 7 touches the first drive, and then the rest of the game he got 8? So in 3 quarters after the first drive, which we scored in, y'all, he had 8 touches. He had 15 all game. Like, to me, that is like, man, it's so devastating when you see it, because I'm like, yo, dude, you don't see that they can't stop the run? You didn't know that the Dallas Cowboys were 32nd to stopping the run? You don't know this? Or let me guess. This is why I don't listen to exposed tape. Or let me guess. You got to check the tape. Make it down out of here.
And look, the only difference is Jalen scores in the first half and Carson scores in the second. That's the only difference.
I'll say this much. We, in a sense, galvanized our team in the sense that when you see somebody at your job getting in trouble, especially when it's someone that you know is probably your best worker, it kind of puts a fire under your butt as another employee. So that's kind of why we won that Saints game, I feel like, and why we did so good against Arizona. That fire obviously went out, and like you said, Fresh, we know now, hopefully the organization can see it as well, that Doug Peterson is a big problem. You know what I'm saying? And we have to figure this out. It doesn't look like anybody's going to leave, but we saved Carson. That's another good way of looking at it. If he is going to be our franchise quarterback moving forward, or if he is trade bait, he's not hurt right now. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. This season was a lost season, I think, before we pulled out Carson. So I don't think we were trying to really do anything. I think we were just trying to save Carson, and everything else kind of came with it at this point.
You know what else too, though? Fresh, I've been with you since week 1, bro. And look, here's the thing. Jalen came in. New Orleans Saints game was a fluke because they didn't play him like they should have played. If you know the second half, they shut his behind down. You know what I mean? If they would have played the first half like they played the second, that would have been a loss too. You feel me?
Yeah, our defense won that game.
But when they finally got enough game tape, those 2 games, come on, man, that was the worst defense out of both games we played, bro. They had the defense, the tape finally, and I told everybody, I was like, all that running stuff ain't gonna work, bro. That's gonna get shut down. Like, everybody had him as the second coming and all that. I was like, bro, let him get some tape. I said, I'm telling you, as soon as they get some tape on this dude, it's a wrap. And what happened in the Dallas game? The chiropractor came through, but he cracked that boy back up when he coughed that ball up.
You know what's crazy? And you know, I didn't make a video about this because I already know what it was going to look like if I made a video about this. But once he took that hit, we've seen a different quarterback, and this is what I'm trying. And this is what I've been trying to say about Carson Wentz going into this game. Going into what game was that? Philly. I know I talked to you about this.
Going into the
Green Bay game.
Okay.
Going into the Green Bay game, Carson Wentz took 144 QB hits. That's not even including the sack. So that's 190 hits. And you know how many times they ran the football? 198 times. Dude.
Wow.
And that's between
insane.
That's in between 3 people, and that's what makes zero sense to me. It's like, I can understand. I'll sit here and be okay with Miles Sanders getting 15 to 18 carries. If you're telling me that Boston's getting 6, if you're telling me Corey's getting, or whoever is getting 6, you know, we have it spread out, but we're not even using them. Like, I understand if they sucked when we used them and we just look like, hey, we need new running backs, but we don't know what we have. You know what I'm saying? You look at this roster, and we think we know that Travis Fulgham could be good, but who really knows? Because these past 8 weeks, he's been really like a non-factor. I don't want to say 8 weeks, but you know what I mean. But you know, you look across the roster, and it's a bunch of Kayvon Wallace is a good in moments that he's played, he's done well, but he hasn't played enough moments. You know, it's so many people that exactly.
Even with a guy in Mailata, like he goes and plays 3 games strong, and then you pull him.
Yes,
that's it's booty juice. Travis Fulgham had 4 games, 450 something yards. You go ahead and he got a split stats with Alshon Jeffrey, who hasn't done nothing since 2013. I don't understand I don't understand the concept of what you're like me as a coach, and as a GM and as an owner. Why don't you see these things ain't working? You know what I mean? To me, why in the hell is Vinny Curry getting more snaps than Josh Sweat? Like these are the kind of things that I don't understand with this organization. Hey Dennis, man, I got a lot of people in here. They grinding me up right now. I gotta get them.
Look, Fresh. Let me say one more thing. You know the what do they call it? The what is it? Not offsides, but the false starts.
Yeah.
They said Jason Kelce ain't been snapping the ball. That's why we've been getting them.
I did see that as well. Trey Thomas did like a little quick video on it. I mean, it was a couple of them. It was a couple snaps. I ain't
gonna lie. I love Jason Kelce. I don't know how in the hell we got to the Pro Bowl. I don't know how he's still playing. The Eagle, I support it. Just like if it's a push off from Alshon Jeffrey and he scores a touchdown. Hey man, you score for the Eagles. I'm cool with that. And I really gotta be fair. Like how in the hell did he do that? You know what I mean? I don't know how he did it, but he got in, man.
It's a fan-voted thing.
Fresh.
I appreciate it.
Fresh. Before you give up, I got the ice cream Iversons.
Oh, those are hard.
Okay. They not really my flavor, but I dig it, man.
I'm in North Philly. I'm in Strawberry Mansion, bro. We should get up sometime, man.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. Go on my Instagram, Twitter. I don't know which one you got, man. You can hit me up. Philly Fresh, man. Philly Fresh 60. I'm there. You hear me? So just
Instagram is Philly Fresh.
Philly Fresh 60, but it's Philly Fresh _60. Somebody actually took not hacked my page, but they made another page and it's all my pictures. You can tell who the real one is because I got way more followers and all that kind of stuff. But the dude actually took pictures of my kids and whoever it is, they got an actual and I've been trying to get this page off of here. I don't know how to do it. But somebody actually got a page of me, and it's not me. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure
that's creepy.
_60, and that's me. All right, bro.
Okay.
I appreciate you, bro.
Stay fresh, stay Philly. Yo, that, bro.
Yo, that, my guy.
That's how you know you made it, though. Shoot,
I ain't making it. I ain't gonna lie. That kind of scared me, man. All right, we got Infamous. We got Infamous 2K. We got Young Easy on deck. Matter of fact, hold up. Everybody, give me a second because Eagles Champ was on here. I don't know what happened, so I gotta bring him back on here, and I'm gonna bring Infamous 2K on also. Young Easy, you on deck? A Joe Philly 500s. I know you keep going in and out. I'm gonna get you in here before they try to kick you out again. I don't know why in the hell you keep getting kicked out, but I got you, bro. All right, so we got Eagles Champ. You gonna come on? And then Infamous 2K.
What's up, man? What's up, bro? My connection was so bad I had to redo it, bro. So I connected to
that joint's still bad.
Yeah,
he lagging again.
That's that PS5. That's what that does. That's that PS5.
Hey, Eagles Champ, man. I don't know, man. You might need to stand next to an antenna or something, man. You gotta grab some aluminum foil, put around your phone, man. I don't know what's going on with you, man. hey, Infamous, man, what you got for us? What's going on, man?
My guy, what's good?
Man, nothing much, just chilling. You know, you already know how I feel. I'm happy we lost.
Go ahead.
I'm so glad we lost. Chase coming to Philly. I want Jamar Chase. Here's the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
About the whole quarterback thing. And I mentioned this a lot of times, and I feel like everyone has the same. Joe has this. Me and him agree on it. If we're going to go into whatever you want to call it, rebuild or a mini rebuild, whatever you want to call it, because me personally, I think our rebuild is not like the Jets rebuild or when the Browns were bad. It wasn't like a Browns rebuild. It's gonna be not like a long time, maybe like 6-7 years. Not gonna be like that long, but it's gonna take maybe a year or two to be like another team where like like at least a dark horse. You got another year or two. I feel like a lot of where we went wrong this season was personnel, and I've been saying this all year. It's the personnel in terms of offensive linemen. I'm very excited about our offensive lineman next year. We have Brandon Brooks coming back. Nate Herbig since week 12 has been, I think, stat wise has been top 7. Excuse me, has been the top 7 guard. He has a 98% pass blocking rate, so he's been cooking at the guard. So you have him and Brooks, and then if maybe Kelsey has one more year, even Isaac Seumalo if he comes in. We have them. Then you have Mulata, who was ranked 7th since he's been started ever since Jason Peters got out. He's ranked the 7th best left tackle and 7th best offensive lineman in general. Then you have Lane Johnson. So I feel like, and then if Lane Johnson, hopefully he doesn't go out, but if he does go out, worst case scenario, you have Jack Driscoll. And then if you draft the Penny Sewell, if he's available, then oh my God, our offensive line is looking like 2017 type stuff.
All right, so who's your left tackle?
That's another thing. Who's our left tackle?
Yeah, who's your left tackle?
It depends. If we draft, so I feel like the difference between Dillard and Mulata is willing to take on the challenge to either play a different position or fill in for another guy. So if we draft someone like Penny Sewell, we can cross train one of them to I don't
see. I like Mulata, but he reminds me more of a Big V, and I don't know what Dillard could be. You know what I'm saying? I agree that. I agree that we could cross train. I think Mulata would cross train. You know what I'm saying? If we got Penny, that would be one of those things that we start calling up people in the late first round and say, "What you giving me for Dillard?" Because if you get somebody like Penny, man, he might be like a generational talent at left tackle.
Yeah.
You know,
he's like the Trevor Lawrence of left tackle.
He's kind of a different breed. But like, it's hard to say. That's why I say if you're in the top 4, top 3, you got to either pick the best player or move back and trust, Howie Roseman to pick a good.
I don't think it's going to be Howie Roseman this year. I don't think it's going to be Howie Roseman this year. Here's what I can say though about Jordan Mailata, because of the fact that he's still like a raw guy. He hasn't been playing a certain position for all these years, and then you trying to switch him, and he got to be unorthodox and all that. He actually is open, skill set wise, to play different positions because he hasn't mastered one yet. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to lie, man. I think that he can be the future left tackle. Now, you want to talk about the kid, Penny? I get it. I get it. Seeing tape on the kid, dude is definitely, he's a monster. Like the dude can do everything. He can block. He can get out on the screen. He can get to the second level. He can run block. Man, pass block, he can do all that. I get it. My thing is, I just want to move back because of everything that we got. What position can we actually say that we're solidified in? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I think maybe offensive line is the only good position that I would say we don't need someone right now.
We're not solidified because
exactly.
Is Kelsey coming back? We don't know. You know what I mean? Brandon Brooks. First of all, dude, you got to gain some freaking weight. You out here looking like me. You know what I mean? like seriously, you got to gain some weight. So you got to, and then your body got to get used to that weight. So you have to gain weight now, or you're going to get hurt again. Because if you try to gain weight a month before, and then your body and your Achilles that you just repaired, coming off of the other leg repair, is not used to that weight. When you start putting weight on it and start pushing on it, you're going to get hurt again. Mm-hmm. So these are the kind of things that we need to look at, because I'm not going to lie. I had a conversation with B More Philly. Shout out to him. I know he in here somewhere. I had a conversation with him, and to me, I'm trying to trade either Barrett Brooks or Lane Johnson just because of the salary cap. Now I understand. Shout out to Gate City. If y'all haven't watched this video, he just broke down how they giving another 20 million to the cap. Shout out to that. But that still means we 50-something million behind the cap. You have to get rid of dudes like Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, who knows what they're going to do with Lane Johnson or Brandon Brooks. You got to get rid of a guy. You got to get rid of one of them three nose tackles. You have to get rid of either Fletcher Cox, Hargrave, or Malik Jackson, which I think it would be Malik Jackson. I think that they brought Hargrave to replace Fletcher Cox, but I think that when you look at it, I think Malik Jackson might be the odd man out. Brandon Graham, is he going to come back? Getting paid $17 million. You know what I mean? Like when you really look at it, man, like we got some money that's owed out to these guys, man. And I don't know what they're going to do in coming into the draft after everything is all said and done with people being fired. Step into my office. Why? Because you're fired and people being traded and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have more holes. So to me, I would just move back. I understand Jamar Chase. I understand the guy from Alabama. I understand Penny. I get it. I understand that. But it's not like they're the only guys in the draft. So me, I'm moving back, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. It just comes down to who's going to be making those picks. I don't really trust anybody right now. So, you know what I'm saying? They're giving me trust issues as a fan. So if we give up, if Howie says he's not making any decisions and he's going to let the scouts be scouts and actually to give us the full breakdown of what we need to do and we should pick. Because if you look at the reports of who Howie turned down, you know, who the scouts said and who Howie got, the scouts weren't wrong most of the time. The people that they said they wanted to get turned out to be pretty decent players. So I would love to see a draft like that, and I would love to move back because this is a very deep draft. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes down to like Howie making decisions, I think you can't really go too wrong if you just take the best player at 3. But I agree with you. I'm gonna
bring Joe Fully up. I know he's been waiting for a minute. I know I'm skipping people, but it might seem like it. But man, he kept getting bounced out. I don't know why. So I'm gonna bring Joe up too.
Real quick, Joe, how far do you want to draft down? Draft up.
The furthest, this would be my dream. And I said this to my boy earlier. My dream scenario would be we would move down to like 7 or 8, still be able to pick up somebody like Smith or somebody good, maybe a Surtain Jr. if he falls that far. I keep hearing people say he's overrated, so I would love to see him drop. Because then at that point, I still feel like you're getting a good amount of picks. You're still gonna get a good return on that, and you still have a bunch of players that you can still trade, I should say. So like you can start packaging, Zach Ertz or Fletcher Cox if it's him, or Lane Johnson or whoever it is that you want to get off your books, and you can probably still get late round, value for him. Then you're looking at multiple picks in the first round. So that's kind of my dream.
So you want to trade our pick?
I would trade back. So I would move back a little bit to get the, maybe another first round or a second round or something. I would like stockpile. But I wouldn't want to move back too far. I'm not moving like to 10 or 15. I would still want to be in the top 10.
Yeah, somebody got to turn their, I don't know what that is.
Billy Fresh, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, man? I've been rocking out with you since week 1.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Seriously, man.
Yo, it's a lot of things you got the guys been saying on here, that like nobody wants to look at it from a different perspective. Like my man with the Eagles visor on, you know what I'm saying? Look, check this out, right? The Eagles are actually in a better position than you think they are, because they have stuff that people are gonna want. And we need good draft picks, right? So let's say we get a number 5 draft pick. Who picks before the Eagles? Who's definitely 100% going to pick before the Eagles?
Cincinnati,
Dolphins.
No,
and that's crazy, right? Because the Dolphins could win the Super Bowl and end up picking like 3rd, right? Ain't that crazy?
They have
Houston. They got that.
Yeah, they have Houston.
All right, so let me put it to you. Let me put it to you this way.
You got to turn it down. I keep hearing myself.
That ain't me.
That ain't true?
Nah, I'm in the living room by myself.
You sure that ain't true? Once I muted you, I can't hear you now. I can't hear it now. I'm going to unmute you.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's you, bro. I don't know what it is. Y'all hear it, right?
Yeah, it's he needs headphones.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, but then when we talking, I'm just gonna mute you. All right.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so listen. So we got Zach Ertz. We got to get rid of him, right? I'm saying Derek Barnett. We need to get rid of him, and I think that we should get rid of Javon Hargrave. I don't think he's gonna fit us. I don't think we should have got him in the first place. He came from a 3-4, we're a 4-3. He's not ready. So what I'm saying is, who needs a quarterback that's going to pick before?
I mean, the Jets. Trying to think, the Jaguars.
Probably Detroit too. We all know.
All right, so check it out, right? So, Phil, you hear me?
Yeah. I can.
All right. So listen, this is where I'm saying. So we definitely need to lose against the Redskins. I hope to God they do not beat the damn Redskins and go all the way to. That is like that would be Howie Roseman saying, y'all got to win. I'm going to blame that shit on Howie because he done fucked up everything else, bro. Listen, I don't want the Cowboys to go. I'd rather have the Redskins go than the Cowboys. I do not want the hell with it. I don't want the Cowboys to go, so I got to hear Mark Holmes talk about, we the best. Man, listen, they talking about how they were decimated by injuries like we were. Last time I checked, you had all your receivers, your running backs, your whole offensive line was intact. Your defense got your defense.
That's one thing. That's one thing that they didn't have with their offensive line.
Yeah, but they had 3-4 wide receivers that nobody couldn't cover everybody. So what are you talking about? Like their defense was trash when they had a healthy defense. So they can't blame that. They had a whole bunch of overaged, overpaid players like we did back in 18 and 19. So it doesn't even matter. But my point is this. I think we should keep Jalen Hurts. I think we should keep Carson Wentz and get rid of Jalen Hurts. This is why. Last year, if you remember, Buffalo Bills had the Allen guy that they got now, right? He was really bad. He was good at times and he was bad. He was like 1-2 games in a row, man, he would look like magic. And then he would look really horrible, throw 4 picks, 5 picks. It was because his mechanics were off. They fixed his mechanics, had him releasing higher instead of where he was released. And look at him this year. They fixed him. I think Carson Wentz.
And they also got him a number 1 receiver.
Right, but listen, I think that Jalen Reagor is going to be better next year. I also think this is what I would do. Does this don't make no sense, Philly Fresh? Look, I said to Philly 500, I say, yo, mark my word. Deshaun Jackson is going to have a really good game. He said, man, he's going to get 1 catch for like 5 yards. Listen, soon as he caught the touchdown, they didn't put him back in the game. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But hold on, so I can use it real fast. You want to know why, bro? Because instead of him acting like a 33, 34-year-old veteran, he wanted to flip in the end. You want to do somersaults and all this kind of stuff like you Tyreek Hill and all that, and you injured yourself. That's why he wasn't on the field. I'll let you go, bro. Hey, Infamous, you can get in any time, bro.
Oh, you hurt himself again from flipping in the end zone? Oh, so let me finish what I was saying, though, Fresh.
Go ahead.
Listen, this is my point because it's a really good point for you and my man with the visor. I don't remember what his name is, right? So listen. So we got Zach Ertz, we got Derek Barnett. We can get rid of. I don't like Derek Barnett. I think he's below average to me. I think he shows up maybe 3 games a year, and the rest he ain't there. And then I also think, I'm gonna use your words, Andre Diller is booty juice. The motherfucker, he is softer than Cottonelle toilet paper, bro. That's his problem. He is soft. I don't care how big he look. He like one of them scary giants when you get near and you tickle their feet, they start laughing and you ain't scared no more. Bro, he got to go. I like Mulata on the corner way better. Mulata he ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't got nothing to lose, bro. He like, I don't care. I used to play rugby. I don't even know football, so put me wherever. I'm gonna do what you tell me to do. That's what he's gonna appreciate the game. It ain't about the money. It's about the experience for him. Whereas Andre Dillard, I'm this bad tackle out of college. I'm good. So we gotta look at it like this, right?
Let me meet you real fast. Let me respond to that, and I want everybody else to respond to it too. Hold up. All right. So here's the thing with Dillard. We don't know if we haven't seen Dillard at his best. We haven't seen him at his worst. So we don't know who Dillard is, and it's a shame because of injuries. For real. I know we hear the reports about him crying. I know we hear the reports about dudes was barbecue chicken him. I get it. I understand that. But we haven't seen on the field because we also heard that Jordan Mailata was not ready. He looked ready to me. Mm-hmm. What about y'all? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing. I can't trust anybody that's, analyzing these players as far as like our staff goes, because they've been wrong about everybody. But
hey, real fast, Shalima Smith, is up there. You got to go to the comment. It's pinned. All you got to do is press it, and you enter the studio. I mean, after you press it, it talk you through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's pretty easy.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah, no, and like you said, we have to see what we have out of Dillard. This was supposed to be his year to prove what he was, for the organization. So we'll go back to that next year, and we'll see. I'm sure it'll be between him and Mailata, and I'm sure we'll be upset with the decision. But at the end of the day, we have to find out who's going to be that tackle. It's not a bad thing to have a couple of good options. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. Unless we're going to get, a first-round pick out of him, I don't want to give up on Dillard just yet. I'd rather see them battle it out because they're both cheap right now, too. So,
hey, 2K, you got anything on that? You got any last words? I mean, you can rebuttal that and get your last words because I got to get some more people in here. They coming in and they dropping out. I know people get frustrated. Go ahead.
All right. So my whole thing was. About the Dillard thing, I think you trade him now because let's say he does suck next year, then his trade value goes down immediately. Versus you see he's like 6'5". Brooks said he's up to 335 this year, so you see that he has the stature. He looks good. You trade him now, you might get because if he sucks, then you're stuck with him, and like you're not gonna get anything for him. And the whole rebuttal for Javon Hargrave is Javon Hargrave with the Steelers was really good last year. Everyone was talking about how Javon Hargrave is gonna, when he grows up, he's gonna be a name in the NFL. He's gonna be known throughout the NFL. Just because he's having one off year where there was no off season, he missed weight training because he had that pec injury that last 6 months, so he's still playing with injury. And that the whole scheme thing, yes, he's in a new scheme. The blocking does not change. The way the guard blocks him versus the way the guard blocked him in the Steelers doesn't really change like that. All right, the scheme.
It kind of does. Hold on to it does because it's an A and a B gap. You know what I mean? Like you got your A's and your B's, and I know you know. But what I'm saying is, I want everybody else to. Everybody doesn't know football like X's and O's. You know what I mean? So when you got your A and you got your B gap, and he's lining up on the A or on the B side. He's not lining up in between like how he usually does. See, when you got your 3-4, your nose tackle is head on with the center. He's not on the right side in the A gap, or he's not on the B side. Yeah, exactly. So it is a difference on how they're being blocked. But it's a difference on how he's coming off the football. If I know that, and if I know that a guy that I brought over here, why in the hell can't you like I'm not saying that you got to switch your whole defense. You can switch your defense some plays.
Yeah, facts.
You can run a 3-4 sometimes. Like you don't have to just run this same defense. You know what I mean? But what I can say about Hargrave, he never had more than 4 sacks. I want to say, I do understand he was a run stopper.
He had 6.
He did have 6. Okay. I mean, I've been wrong. It happens 1 in a million, but this was that one. So, but yeah, man. When you look at Hargrave, I have been disappointed this year. I have. I'm not saying throw him to the wolves or anything, but one of them 3 guys. Because when you look at it, Fletcher Cox, he just restructured his deal. I think he's still getting $10 million. Malik Jackson's getting 10 million. Hargrave's getting 12 million. That's 30-something million just on the defense tackle, not line.
Yeah, fact.
Defensive tackle. One of them guys got to go to me. You know what I mean? I don't know who because I'm not the GM. But 2K, appreciate you coming on. You want to slide back in? You can. I got to get some more guys in here, man.
Hold on, real quick. The problem is Malik Jackson isn't he a free agent, so he doesn't count to the cap next year.
Is it? I thought he had
have
one
to
more
get rid
year.
of either Devon Hargrave or one of them.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm pretty sure he's a free agent next year. And Fresh, I heard y'all crucifying Jalen Mills. Leave him alone. My whole thing is Mills. Mills. And I know y'all not that big on like you don't look into all the stats and stuff, but Mills stat wise was I think it was top 13 best cover safety. Now his tackling sucks, but his cover, if he could work on his tackling, and we can get him on a cheaper, we can get him on like not no franchise deal, not like a maybe a 2-year deal, and for him to play safety, you work on his tackling. I'll take him because he stat wise his covering is actually very good for a cover safety. So that's my whole thing. And then plus with McLeod that might be going. If McLeod leaves next year, then you're gonna have a really young guy and what's his name? And Kavon Wallace. And even if Mills may not even play that good, at least you have Mills as a veteran experience.
Man, Mills freaking stinks, bro.
I was always
like I'm not leaving that alone, bro. I can't, man. Like first it was the double moves. Now it's you can't tackle. Now it's you're not fast. Like it's so many things that I don't. And I like Mills. I like his attitude, and sometimes his attitude pisses me off at the same time. I hate when we're down 17 and you make a 5-yard lost tackle and you get up and flexing after you just got barbecue chicken for 200 yards. like come on, man. Like this dude, man, he is the epitome of everything that's going wrong with this organization. No accountability. Deshaun Jackson should not be flipping in the freaking end zone when you got 3-4 wins. What the hell are you flipping in the end zone for? Because you made it about you. You made it about you. Everything that you did on after you caught that pass with the antagonizing the cornerbacks and all that kind of stuff and flipping in the end zone, he made it about him. And Jalen Mills does the same thing. It can't be like that no more. This got to be about the team. If you ain't rocking with the team and you trying to make it more about you, you need to get the hell on, man. But 2K, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Is that how he got injured?
Flipping in the end zone.
Of course. Have a good one, yo. Be safe.
All right, bro.
Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, I'm gonna let you get your final thoughts, man. I gotta get some other guys on here. What you got? Hold on, I gotta mute you. Hold on. No, I was unmuting the wrong person. What?
You got me unmuted?
Yeah, you good.
All right, so listen. Here's what the Eagles need to do. If Howie drafts, we done, bro. We're gonna be even worse. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, they need to go out and hire Caldwell as an offensive coordinator. Or I'm all for getting rid of Doug Peterson. I think he's horrible, man. I don't care what nobody says. He's horrible. Hire Caldwell. Let him be the coach. He's a good coach. He's a good offensive coordinator. He had cancer. That's why he took off last year and he wouldn't come be the offensive coordinator. That was one of the reasons. But so listen, we got the Jets and we got the Jaguars. Both of you agree. If we lose, we have a chance. I would say we're going to lose. We're going to pick fourth, right? Both the Jets and the Jaguars, both of them need quarterbacks, right? I'm going to keep Carson Wentz because I think he's going to be – if you bring somebody in to work with him, he's going to be able to fix like Allen did. To me, he's way better. He's got more of an upside than Jalen Hurts because Hurts can run, but he can't throw like Carson. He can't throw on the run as he just – I don't see it. I don't care what nobody say. So you want your quarterback factory. We make deals with Joe Douglas with the Jets, and we always seem to get rid of our trash and give them to the Jaguars like we did with, when Nick Foles had that high contract and he wanted to go, we made a deal with them. He went there and they ended up getting rid of him. So just like the Sixers did when they brought Daryl Morey in, and just like the Phillies did this year, how they had all them bad contracts and they still ended up being competitive because the Sixers look good right now. What I'm saying is you need to call the Jets and say, listen, I'm going to give you Jalen Hurts. and maybe Jalen Hurts or Derek Barnett, and I want your first round pick. I want your first round pick and an offensive lineman. Or you go to the Jaguars and you say, listen, I'll give you Zach Ertz and Jalen Hurts if you give me one. They got this really good linebacker that they have on their team and a safety that they had on their team that played really, really good this year. I watched them. And then that covers. Now you got 2 first-round picks, right? And you got a player at a position that you need. So then you can go get Jamar Chase, and then you can get, whatever. I think they should get Jamar Chase and a linebacker. Then what you do is say, all right, I'm going to get rid of Andre Dillard because we have Mailata, and I think Andre Dillard's going to come back, and he's going to be bad, man. I'm telling you, he's soft. We don't need soft. We need tough if you're going to be in Philly. So you get rid of Mailata, and if you didn't get rid of Zach Ertz with one of the trades or Derek Barnett, you use them 2, and you say, I'll give you like a 3rd-round pick and them 2 players because you're also getting rid of money. These players, some of these players got a lot of money to them. Or give up, like, say, look, I'll give you Javon Hargrave and a 3rd-round pick if you give me your first pick to somebody that's picking like 8th or 9th. They can get first-round picks. They have the players. Somebody like the Jets, the Jaguars, even Cincinnati, Seattle, somebody like that is going to want, that defensive player. They're going to take on the contract, and they're going to give us their thing. We could come away with like 2 or 3 first-round picks plus our own. And it'll take away players that we don't need no more, and it'll take away the money. It'll give us some young players to be able to pick for. But I'm telling you, I think they're going to pick 4th, and they need to go get Jamar Chase, or they need to get that linebacker. And then there's a cornerback that they said is a shutdown corner, but I don't think that they can go out in free agency and pull somebody off of somebody. It's just a matter of getting rid of like some of these players, Fresh. You know what I mean? They got too many people on defense that they owe too much money for. It's simple. It's simple mathematics. You trade them away. You got a whole bunch. You got Josh Sweat who can replace one of them. You got other people that you ain't even letting play. So how do we? You know what? At the end of the year, like, tell the truth, Fresh. Every by the 5th game at the end of the year, 5 games left. That's when we find out we got this star player or really good player on the practice squad because everybody on the Eagles is injured. And then I want to say this to both y'all, to you, Fresh, and the guy with the visor on, right? Check this out.
I like that. Man. I'm changing my podcast name. I'm just saying.
Listen, you got to remember this because you're forgetting one important thing. The Eagles are one of the most injured teams for the last 3 years, right? So a lot of these college players did not play football this year. They sat on the couch. They trained, but they didn't play. So we're going to draft a player and they're going to come to a team who we always get injuries and always have players. So you get Jamar Chase and he blows his Achilles out in the 2nd game or 3rd game because he didn't play. Or we get this linebacker and he breaks his ankle like the Giants when they got Xavier McKinney and he broke his leg or ankle in the 2nd game of the season. Then what good is he for us? Oh, we drafted a good player. Next year, now we're hurt. You gotta think about that shit. You know what I mean?
One thing I will say is I don't think we have, or our players don't have the value I think a lot of Eagles fans think they do. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that.
I love our players, but it's kind of like having
Hold
your kid.
on.
Yeah, it's like kind of having your kid and watching him play, midget football. When he makes a tackle, he's the best player in the world. But realistically,
Here's the thing, man, Joe, you being nice. Ain't no way we getting no 1st-round picks for no Hargrave, bro. That ain't happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you give up 2 3rd-rounders. You're not getting like. You got to understand, man. 1st-round picks are so like consoled to teams, man. Like to get it, like people are talking about Carson Wentz might not even get a 1st-round pick if you try to trade him. Hold on.
Don't trade. You can't. You trade Carson Wentz. He gonna go to the Colts and win a Super Bowl the next year. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about value. I'm talking about value as a player.
I'm gonna ask you this though. So if we,
I don't even think you get a 1st-round pick for Fletcher Cox.
I'm not saying. you'll get a first round pick for Brandon Graham the way he playing. Yeah, listen,
not at
bro.
his age. Not at his age.
All right, so you're telling
bro.
Fresh. All right, but hold on. I'm gonna ask you this, right? So you don't think that we could come away with another first round pick from the Jets or from the Jaguars using Jalen Hurts and another player?
That's the first and second pick, man. This
First
ain't
of all,
mad
first
enough.
of all,
Like, no.
I'm gonna tell you this. First of all, he's a second round. Shouldn't have been a second round talent. Number one. Number two, he only played 4 games. Number three, why in the hell would I draft him when I could just draft a guy that I want to develop myself? If that's why I want to go with number one, why would I give up him? He didn't.
Only one are going to get Trevor Lawrence. They know Jalen Hurts is good.
It comes down to: do you think Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Kyle Trask? There's a couple more, but do you think those players are better than Jalen Hurts? That's what it comes down to.
I
find it very hard for any organization, especially in the top 3. I find it very hard for any of them to ever be able to be like, yeah, let's go with Jalen Hurts instead of.
I think the Jets would take. I think they would take Hurts and probably Ertz or something. I'm telling you, they would. One of them. I think the Jets would take them before the Jaguars would, because Joe Douglas and Eagles, and he got a lot of.
Nobody's saying that they take him. We're just saying that what you're asking for, like what you're asking for is you're trying to be a GM in Madden. Like, because it's not realistic. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but the first round picks, when you start screaming first round pick for Zach Ertz, that's not happening.
His value went down big time when he got hurt.
Even
that
went
went down.
The first round pick for Zach Ertz, bro. You're not.
You might be able to squeeze it out of like the late round if you throw in like some picks or something like that.
I'm talking about last year. I'm talking about when he broke that record. You know what I mean? I'm talking about last year. Like, you're definitely not getting it this year. You know what I mean? You probably get a fourth. But Joey, appreciate you coming on, man. I gotta give it.
All right, no doubt, man.
Guys, man, appreciate you, man. Yo, that.
All right, Fresh, no doubt. Keep it real.
All right, bro. What's up, y'all? What's going on, body? But hold on. I gotta.
My guy, Young Easy.
Hey. What's going on?
Hey, it's a totally different background for you, bro.
Hey, I'm at the house today. I'm off. You feel me? I'm about to say, boy, I thought I've been sipping since yesterday. My man said BG worth a first round pick.
To the Jets.
We gotta be nice, man. We gotta be nice, man.
I was.
Hey, we get a first round pick for BG, bruh.
Nice.
Yo, if they pull that off, Howie, he gonna get a 10-year extension.
They pull that. He'll never be gold. He'll never be gold.
I would give him a 10-year extension.
Yeah, I'll be like, bro, how you pull that off? Hey, it's funny. It's funny because thinking about that, what they say, Julio might be on the block, and it's crazy for a player to be in his 11th year to be worth a first-round pick. That's crazy.
See,
that's crazy.
I think he's the most complete wide receiver in the league right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, easily. And when you really think about it, like I've always said this in all sports too, even in basketball, baseball, and football, I always feel that certain players, when they play in like teams that's losing and they know they're not going nowhere, the ticky-tack injuries, they always sit out. You remember when the Falcons was good? Was Julio sitting out?
Hell no.
He wasn't sitting out. I always say that, like with the Lakers when we got AD. AD always sat out with the ticky-tacks. AD didn't sit out. He was playing through everything last year. When you feel you're on that team that's gonna get there, you play through everything. That's why he don't be playing right now.
Yeah, that's why Alshon Jeffrey played through a torn rotator cuff. And
because now he sit out for everything.
He sit out. He can't play through a broken pinky, man.
For real,
he can't play through nothing. He can't play through if he got, he ate bad pizza the day before he ain't playing. You know what I mean? He ain't playing through nothing, bro.
Seriously.
But yeah, I just hopped on. But yeah, what's going on, man? Look, I was watching the Bama game, and I'm gonna put it like this: we're not gonna get the LSU receiver because the Bengals not gonna pass him up. That's Joe Burrow receiver. So why they gonna, why would they why would they pass him up for if he's
That's
on the
true.
clock?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Grab
Like
him.
he's gonna be the first. Even though I believe the Bama receiver is better, I believe he's better than him. But just
Smith.
because
I like
Burrow,
Smith. I like
I
Smith
was
a lot.
I was watching that game today. They played Notre Dame. Yeah, he nice. He real nice.
Smith,
That's
man.
and I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, like if he on the board, we on the board. Like I know, like it's kind of tough to go grab another receiver, but
At
it's
number
like,
4, I just don't. I feel
but
like both of them are
but
going to
I'm
be dropping more than we think.
I'm telling you, we cannot pass him up. Bro. Like him, we gotta take him. Like
Yeah,
he
we got to
like
take the best player.
yeah, and to be honest, when we come on the clock, he gonna be the best player. Like he is.
Most likely, yeah.
He gonna be the best player, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's why I said, like, I know everybody keep thinking we're gonna get chased, but I'm like, if the Bengals pick before us, it's no way they're gonna pass him up when his last year was playing with Joe. You know what I mean? Like that's his quarterback. So that's a given. That's a given.
See, I think the Bengals are more of a team that they trust their front office right now. I feel like they're in the position that Miami was last year, where they wouldn't be mad if they moved back. Like if there's
But
a
I don't
run
see
on
them moving
quarterbacks-
back though.
And my thing is, if there's a run on quarterback, so like the first 2 picks most likely are going to be quarterbacks, right? If somebody's
so?
calling them, to me, it usually seems to fall out that way, even if they're not the best players.
I don't think the Jets. I think the Jets with that too. I don't think they might not pick a quarterback.
I think
now.
they're going quarterback. I
You still think
think
they gonna
have
go?
to go. Yeah, I think they have to.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Well, if you look at it,
and that's my
when you look
thing.
at Darnold,
When you look
or
at
you're gonna draft somebody new. I feel like if they like Justin Fields, which Justin Fields looks like he's putting on a show right now. So
I wasn't even looking at that. You know, I got a bug fresh real quick. I was watching the Champs play right now. You know what I'm saying? Watching my Great Lakes while I was sitting there.
Hey, Easy, what you have a band practice over there? What's all that noise?
And no, I'm over. I'm at the house watching the Lakers play. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the Champs. That's why I said I gotta get on you.
Yeah, here you go. Well, you see my boy. You see what we doing? Pieces up.
Hey, you know, we like 4 or 5 games into the season. It's still early. You know what I mean? Even the
Brooklyn
Cavs
just
look
lost to
good
the
right
Nets.
now.
I mean, to the Hawks. We just lost to the Hawks.
I know. I seen that.
Beat up.
I definitely seen that. But
That
that's
game
why
felt
I feel. But like just like on that, I feel that I don't think the Jets. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna take a quarterback. I'm not sure. I don't know.
And maybe they
I
take
don't
Penny.
think so either. Like
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if they took Jamal Chase. We're having him and Crowder on the other side and still having
because like that's why I was telling y'all. I'm like, that's a for sure that the Bengals is taking. If the Bengals on the clock and he on the board, they're taking. Yeah, that's what I was telling him. Be like, I see you was off. I was like, I think Smith, he's better than him, but I just feel the Bengals, that's who they'll take because they quarterback. That's who he'll want. If they ask Joe Burrow who you want Smith, you want Chase, he gonna say, give me Chase. We know that. That's just a given.
I think Chase is the more complete guy. I think Chase is the kind of guy that Carson Wentz would like to have. You know, like it's not all about speed. Does he want guys
I don't think Smith. I think Smith. I don't know if he that fast type of dude like that. I just think he just get open. Like he got that crisp route running. He all over the place. Like I was telling him, I'm like, bro, like that's a dude we can't miss.
You like a Julio. You like a Julio.
Because he's 6'1". I think he's like 6'1", 190.
He's like a little bit
like
taller
a D.
than
He like
Jamar Chase.
I want to say like a D Hop.
Yeah, if you're gonna look at like last year, I think he's kind of like CD Lamb and like a budget Jerry Jeudy. Like I think he got really good like route running and stuff like that, but he has that big play explosiveness that CD Lamb has. He doesn't have as crisp as route running as I think those two have.
And that's what I feel. I'm just like, I know like we shouldn't have to draft a receiver in the first round again. Like we shouldn't. But like I just feel like I think we're gonna have the 4th pick or the 5th. And I just feel if he on the board, we gotta make that move. Like we gotta get a true number 1. Like we ain't had a number 1 in pretty much, let's just keep it real, a decade. Like, we ain't had a 1.
16 years.
Like you want to go to TO? You want to go that far back?
That's it. I'm not like to me.
That's true. Cause we talked about it last time when we said the Rams. Remember we was talking about that? I was like the Rams receiver, like the Cooper Kupp and the Robert Woods, reminded me of the D-Jack and the Mackin.
Yeah. They're not number ones, but they solid. When they put them together, they get it done.
They get it done.
So yeah, so when you say number one, like that true bona fide top five, then yeah, you do gotta go back to draft.
We didn't draft like when you really look at it. Let's talk about give me a second, John. Let's talk about number ones that we have drafted in this organization since Harold Carmichael.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I'm 27. I ain't been alive for one.
Harold Carmichael. No, you haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Chris Carter, Mike Quick. That's it. That's it. I'm talking 38 years, bro. It is a reason why Harold Carmichael still holds the wide receivers every single record after 38 years. Receiving, touchdown, yard. I mean, you name it, Harold Carmichael name is in it. And that's the shame. It's 38 years. That's 38 years after he retired. Not when we drafted him. That's 38 years he's been retired, bro. That's a shame.
And that's what
Hey, you see, I ain't gonna lie, Fresh. You see, when I got on here, I was just trying to talk football. I didn't even want to just talk about us. It was just gonna be bad to talk about it. I would try to keep the vibe positive. Just talk some casual football.
Hey man, whatever. I mean, we can talk whatever, man.
Hey, that's what I mean. I'm like, when we start talking about us, the flare start going up, the blood pressure start getting up, the hat start going off. That's why I was, it's just like, just having the casual, because it's like right now I told you with us, it's bad. We got so much decisions to make. It's so much like what we gonna do. Like what we gonna, like we gotta wait to figure out. First we gotta figure out what we're gonna do at the front office, because it always starts up top.
The biggest question is, and it's a big question, how do you fix bullcrap? How do you fix it? Because I'm not gonna lie, I think that we have talent. I think we got talent on offense. When you look at Dallas Goedert, when you look at Mount Irvin, I like Jess Rockets a lot, man. I do too. I think he can be a number 2 wide receiver. I think Rhaegar is really the Nelson Aguilar type.
Yep. Yeah, he can't be no number 1 or number 2. He got to low key be a 3. If he a 3, he'll be. You know who he remind me of? What's that dude for the Chiefs? 17. Nicole was a Hardman. Yeah. See what I mean? Like somebody like him, like he'll come out there one day, he might get you for 2 tugs and 150.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
especially when you got talent around him.
Yeah, when you got talent around him, and that's the whole thing.
Also play calling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's why I say it started. That's why I say it started up top. So first we got to figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna end up, keeping how we keeping the we gotta fix that up top. What we gonna do up there? And then we gotta go. What is it? If we're gonna trade Wentz, we gotta do that before March, or when is that deadline? That's before the draft.
June 3rd, I think, is the
I think
June 1st to 3rd.
I think it's before. Because remember that guaranteed money is like some money is guaranteed on the 2nd or the 3rd.
Yeah, that's in June.
That's in June. So that's what I mean. I think it's called.
No, I think that's in March. I think it's March. I think it's March 3rd. They said.
No, I think
it's something in March that is some money that's guaranteed.
It's the third day of the actual football season or something. It's still off season in March.
Well, it's a day that they got a deadline.
It got to happen after the draft. You know what I mean?
I thought it was before the draft. I thought it was before the draft.
The actual year of the league doesn't start till after the draft. So I think it's
you sure about that? Yeah, we might have to look into that.
Yeah,
I swear I thought it was like they said something like March 3rd.
Be more fully. Call on him, man. He know all that stuff, man. I go to him for a lot. I
know it's something like that about some money being guaranteed, and I think it's for the following season. So that's why they kept saying like the Eagles got to make a decision by March. on what they
Yeah,
gonna do.
I know
with
it has to
Wentz.
be made
I thought
before
it was
the
Philly. Yeah, I
beginning
thought
of
it
the year.
was
I'm not
Philly.
100%.
Because like I said, when it
So that ain't really my thing. I don't give a damn about
no,
none of
no. Only reason I said that because that kind of means something. Because if it is before the draft, then it's kind of like if you're gonna trade them, then you're gonna figure out what you're gonna get. Because most likely, at the most, I believe you could get a second, depending on what team. Like I believe if it's, I don't think the Colts gonna end up making the playoffs, which is gonna play into a favor. What I think that Rivers is gonna for sure probably end up retiring, and they're not gonna bring him back, so they're gonna want a quarterback.
You know what's crazy? Since we're talking about just football, right? If Phillip Rivers goes to the Hall of Fame before Donovan McNabb, I'm gonna be so pissed, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, remember I hit you with that message and I told you about that Matt Ryan. That's why I wanted to holler at you about that. What I was saying, it's like when you look at Matt Ryan's numbers and you look at the achievements Matt Ryan got, and you look at Phillip Rivers, how does Phillip Rivers make the Hall of Fame before Matt Ryan? Like if you really think about that, like even bring your boy on for this. You know what I mean? Like how could he make it? Like you got to look at Matt Ryan got an MVP. Matt Ryan done been to a couple of conference title games. And a lot of people, they'll say that Matt Ryan not going to go to the Hall because he choked in the Super Bowl because of that one game.
But that really wasn't on him. That was that.
No. But I'm just saying that's what they say though. But if you were saying that Phillip Rivers gonna make it to the Hall, then there's no way in hell. And like I said, I'm just talking quarterback. There's no way in hell that Matt Ryan can't make it if he gonna make it. There's no way.
Hey, real fast, shout out to Gate City Sports Talk, man. Y'all haven't set them up, make sure y'all do it. He said Howie is such a smooth negotiator. He might get himself to a first round pick. What's going on? That's my guy, also over the Better Word Podcast. And so is and I just brought on my guy, Be More Cook, man. Like I said, I go to him for a lot of information, so I don't know. He was the best I could put on the Eagles. You know what I mean? So when we was talking about people, we was trying to figure out it's June 3rd or March 3rd, the third day before that a lot of that department guaranteed.
First of all, Happy New Year's to you guys.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
Hey, it's a new year. Our Birds are undefeated.
and they better lose their first game of 2021 and stop playing. I can't believe Jim Schwartz came out there with that. Oh, ain't no hats gonna be worn on the field, and ain't nobody gonna be celebrating at the link. Really?
I don't even really talk about that.
I'm
the worst person to talk to about that.
I was like, teams been celebrating up in that empty stadium all year, and when the two games we had, and the two games that we had fans, they celebrated up in there too.
Facts.
Come on, man, get up out of here with that.
I'm still mad about the Saints win.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that was that sending that last message, knowing you about to be fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just.
Hey, P-More, how you feel about this?
Hold on, this 2020 dude, like 2020 vision. I think you need to get your eyes checked. Your vision ain't too swell these days. Like this guy is tripping me out. But they got it's a June 3rd designation for them to make a decision. But it's no decision that need to be made except for who the GM gonna be. So until they determine who's the general manager going to be, everything else we talk about is irrelevant. So
that's why I said that. I was like, it started up front first. That's where it's going to start at to fix the team.
We're going to see the same thing. Go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead.
No, we're going to see the same thing. History always repeats itself, especially if you look at Howie's been here a while. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Howie's been banished for a little bit when Chip got here, but he's been here for a while. If you look at the history of the Eagles, Fresh brought up a great point of our number one wide receivers. You can say that across the board. We do not invest on our offense outside of our offensive line. And then everything else goes to defense. So it's crazy that people are so surprised how we're not building stuff around Carson. It's what we do. So unless we're getting rid of Howie and that's changing, I just don't have faith that they're going to make the decisions that we need to fix this offense and defense for that matter. But
hey, put it like this. See, I think personally, Doug should be gone because of the decision I believe when he benched Wentz, and you brought, like he said, oh, if I bench Wentz, it's like a knee jerk, and it's saying that the season is over. When you benched him, the season wasn't over. And it's just like last year, we went through the stretch when he had to win them 4 games. He came through, won the 4 games, we made the playoffs.
Hold on for a second. Those 4 games that I told 2020 Vision, those 4 playoff games, because those were playoff games.
Yeah. No, that's what I was finna break that down. I was finna say, what they fail to realize is, so pretty much like they always bring up these numbers on Doug is a such and such without Wentz starting and this and all that. But what they fail to realize in winner go home games, when he got Wentz on his team, he 4-0. Because all them games was, if you lose, you was eliminated. And the only time, and like I said, that playoff game, he got knocked out in that first, what is the second drive? So we can't count that. We can't count that as an L. We got common sense, unless you're just gonna be a hater. So you can't count that. So how I look at it, like I said, I don't care what anybody say. They can hate on him all they want. That Cowboy game, he's not gonna lose that. He's not losing that game. All I know, his games when it's back against the wall, we facing elimination, and he done came through. Yeah, it ain't been many. It ain't been many games, but the ones that he was out there in, he came through in them. So that's what you go off of. You go off of what you see. And I'm pretty sure, I know that's how you feel about that too, Fresh. That's why you don't want to get rid of him. Because it's more of like a, you know what the potential is. Like, you done seen it.
Exactly.
And it's more of, it's the head. It's not the skill. It's none of that. It's more of the. That's why I believe if you get the toxic out of there, which is the coaches, if you get them up out of there, I believe you get back to what you want to see. That's what's gonna happen when he leaves. He gonna get back to what we want to see.
Yeah, easy. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Not just 2017 was immaculate to me, but what he did, them 4 games that you was just talking about, really.
Yeah, that was to me. That was the proving point.
Really fine, because the Miami game, I mean, defense and special teams lost that game. So he
Mando.
He went on a 5-game stretch, putting up 30 on people. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, I don't understand why people don't get what he did with the talent that he had. Coming into the season, nobody. I report on the Eagles, bro.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know who the hell Deontay Burnett was. I knew.
I didn't either.
Greg Ward a little bit. You know what I mean? Because he's been on a practice squad for a couple years before that. I didn't know who Joshua Perkins. I didn't know these dudes. I'm like, who the
Barnett, any of them dudes.
I'm sitting there like, who the hell is 81? Damn, he just caught a touchdown. Who the hell is Donovan? Like, yeah. And for him to do that, man, like I don't know too many quarterbacks that could do that.
I don't know none. I don't know. I gotta see it. Like I said, I always tell everybody, I'm 27. I don't need to tell you what I done seen. I ain't seen nobody carry something like that in football.
Even if you look at 2017. Look at the 2017 team. You look at the running back core that we had that was number 3. LeGarrette Blount was like 40 years old. I'm obviously lying about that, but he was.
He
was doing his thing. Jay Ajayi was a injury away from never being in the league.
Miles Sanders, though, LeGarrette Blount was the best running back.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm telling you, like these players that he had outshone with their torn rotator cuff, and then you see what he becomes in the next couple seasons. Like he did so much even back then with subpar players on the offensive team.
Easily win on the second night. And so this team came out very hot.
Huh?
No, I said turn that down a little bit. I can hear what I hear Joe.
Oh, okay.
But
I just turned it down. You know, we got that victory, so I can turn that off now. You know what I'm saying?
Go Lakers.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Fresh. Let me just go and get the people to report. You know, AD had 34 and 11. You know, for all the Laker haters that's up in here. You feel me? Yes, sir.
What did you do last game, though?
It don't matter what they do last season. What they do last season.
Yo, you
What
not
they do last
you're not even
season?
a Lakers fan. You're not even
It
a
don't
Lakers
matter. You know who I roll with.
He
Who's
probably
your
roll
star?
with the king. He probably
Hey,
roll with
check
the
this out,
king.
Fresh.
You know what time it is.
Check this out, Fresh. I'm gonna
I'm
send
with
you a picture of high school. I wore purple and gold in high school, so that's my claim.
I think everybody did that.
until 23 came there. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
Say
Yeah,
that
It's all,
again.
it's all about
you
Brooklynness.
you ain't start rooting for purple and gold till 23 came there. So
Hey, you
nobody
ain't never
trying to hear
lied.
that. You probably was rooting against them your whole career.
I sure was.
It's
When I was
a
a
lot of
Georgia
people
fan.
like that.
Now all of a sudden they your guys. Come on.
I roll wherever he go. I go.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
man.
it's a lot of people like that. It's a lot of them
Nah,
like that. They
facts.
roll. But you know you gotta roll with the king. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
you probably like that because Baltimore don't got a basketball team.
Hey,
That's
I told
true.
you the Wizards represent Virginia, DC, and Baltimore.
Oh man.
Hey, so that's a question. So you in Baltimore? That's where you
Yeah.
at? So why you don't rock with the Ravens?
No.
Like, no. I'm just saying. Like I'm saying, you born and raised out there.
I rock with the
Let's see what's
Ravens
going on.
when three people played for the Ravens. I kind of paid them some attention. That's when Steve McNair was there. That's when Randall Cunningham was there, and that's when my cousin played there. But
Okay.
other than that, I can't rock with them boys because they don't. For one, they don't show no loyalty, and for two, the fans are just as obnoxious as the Dallas Cowboy fans.
Yeah, that's cold. Yeah.
That's gonna start some
Hey,
fire
hey,
right
hey,
there.
hey, Money Mitch, man. I ain't gonna say I'm the only. But yeah, yeah.
Hey,
It
so,
was a lot of, it
hey,
was a
so
lot
I
of
got.
people. Go ahead.
I want to
Go
jump
ahead.
back on what y'all was talking about in 2017, though.
All right, go ahead.
If you actually look at it,
Big
out of the
play,
season,
what's going on? Go ahead, bro.
out of the seasons that Doug Peterson and Winston's been here, that's the only year where players were able to play the positions that they actually play. They wasn't asking
True.
people to play out of position. Like I said, we got into a habit of getting guys to compensate for things that we lacked in the other seasons that, oh, this was the next innovative thing, where you had Malcolm Jenkins playing linebacker because we no longer had Jordan Hicks and Nigel Bradham and Michael Kendricks all playing together. So you had to substitute a safety to play defense. A safety to play a linebacker position. So, like I said, it wasn't anything that they planned on doing. It's just something that fell about. And then
Even Jay
like
got to take a white side. Yeah. Even
when Aguilar was not an outside wide receiver, but they continuously tried to make him that. Like
Yeah,
you
we didn't
can't
have no
make him what
choice.
he's not.
Yeah, that's I always tell my boy that's a Raider fan. Like, yeah, he succeeded over there because they don't ask him to do what we asked him to do.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just,
doing what he
need-
does.
Facts.
But see, that was the thing. We at that point we needed him to step up.
I made this comparison before. It's the same thing with Nelson Aguilar and Andre Iguodala. Like when we had Andre Iguodala, we wanted him to be the guy, the number one guy, the new
AI.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we wanted him to be him. He wasn't that.
That's not his
He's not
game.
that type of guy.
You put him on a team around him now. I don't think he should have got Finals MVP, but whatever. He's a Finals MVP now. You know what I mean? So when you
He got that because they couldn't give it to LeBron.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I said I don't agree with him. You know what I
LeBron
mean?
was the Tom Brady of that championship. He
Yeah,
lost,
pretty
so they
much.
had to give it to the next person.
They're like, oh, you messed it up, LeBron. You messed it up.
Tom Brady should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl that we
LeBron
won.
probably the one that told him to give
bro,
it to-
you can't.
Tom Brady was the best player in that game.
No,
Hey, which one? Which
But he
game?
didn't. First of all, Nick Foles.
Man, Jim Short should have got the MVP of that game. That horrible defense.
You can't say that, bro.
Say that again.
Nick Foles threw 3 touchdowns and caught 1, so you can't say that, bro.
How many touchdowns did Tom Brady throw?
Brady went crazy, but our defense was.
And they had,
strong.
and how many yards he had?
Yeah, 505. Nick Foles had 3, but Nick Foles had 342. It wasn't like he had 200 and something yards, bro.
Last time I checked, 5 was greater than 3.
Not when
5
you
was
lose.
greater than 3 last time I checked.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean that you win the MVP just because you have more.
I'm just making an example. You only upset because LeBron is LeBron.
That's not a good
Yes,
example. What I'm saying.
no, actually, that's a great example.
Right.
That
No,
is
it's
a
not.
great example.
See, this is why I
LeBron
hate
was the
LeBron.
best player in
This is
that
why I hate
finals.
LeBron.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah.
why I hate LeBron.
I said. I'm talking about the Tom Brady example. That's not a good.
No. That's kind of like it really is a good example because Brady, for him to throw 500.
Hey, I just met you, and that's why you my guy.
You know, no, you gotta really
No,
look at this.
I'm breaking this up now.
You gotta really look at
Say
that.
bye
For
to
him
new
to,
friend.
hey, like, but come on, man. Look at the defense we played in that bowl. Though. Oh my God, it was horrible. Like
I've said
it
Jim
looked
Schwartz
like
should have been fired after that day. If we would have lost, Jim Schwartz
Yeah.
would never be in
Yeah,
Philly again. He
easily.
would have never
It's-
ever walked through
that's
Philly.
what
I
I
don't
mean.
think they didn't even punt in that game.
They
I don't
did.
even think they thought
It
about
was just
punting.
that one
we only punted
turnover.
once. We only punted once.
We
We had
punted
a
one
turnover
time,
too.
and we had that pick
Yeah,
that
Brady had a
Alshon
turnover too.
tipped.
Yeah, Brady
So-
had a turnover too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Big
that,
one.
oh yeah,
Brady had a turnover too.
Yeah, but that was the only time they didn't score out of their possessions. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
two
I'm just
possessions we
talking
didn't
about
score, and they had two. They had one.
Hey,
So
you
you know,
got
so
the
pretty
W.
much, you know, we not in the playoffs. So who y'all got? Who y'all think gonna get it done this year? What's y'all Super Bowl matchup? What y'all
I
looking
could care less. I'm watching tape now.
I want to see Dolphins
This
make
draft
the Super
coverage.
Bowl. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Dolphins make it and win
Dolphins
that
ain't
big.
going to the
That's not
playoffs.
gonna
If
happen.
they even make the
Yeah,
playoffs, I want
come
them
on,
to.
man. They don't
Yeah.
even know.
I want my dark horse, man. I want another underdog. You know what I'm saying? Or an under dolphin, I guess we could say.
That's
I'm a
not gonna
Cincinnati
happen.
Bengal fan this weekend.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm a Cincinnati Bengal fan this weekend. Go
Who they
beat the
playing?
Ravens.
Hey,
Beat the Ravens. The Ravens ain't there.
I'm a fan of whoever I got on my fantasy right now.
I'm a fan
Your
of the
league
Texans
still
and
going on?
Jets and
Your league still in?
We got a
That's
doofus
Mike.
as a GM who decided that they
Wow.
were gonna run it to the last week.
Wow. So look at the
Mike.
people. So what about the people that got Patrick Mahomes and they in the championship
That's
in
what
his
I'm
league?
saying, Mike. Like Mike did that, man. That's on Mike. So next time you go on his page, grind him up about that. I gotta deal with practice. I gotta find and draft practice squad players, man. You know, I'm like Carson Wentz out this joint, man.
but have
Oh
Greg
yeah, that
Ward
ain't
starting
that
at
ain't that
quarterback.
ain't good for fantasy. Are you in the chip?
That's what I'm saying, man. I gotta and then I got a feeling I'm gonna lose, bro, because I'm looking at the guy that I'm
You ain't
going against.
losing. You ain't losing.
I hope not. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
like,
I got 500 on the line. I need that right now.
Facts.
I mean,
Yeah, I already won.
Oh,
that.
okay. So
I ain't
y'all.
got the coolest check yet.
Hey, hey, you must have got that direct deposit.
Yeah,
You ain't get that-
He gonna check his bank account right after the stream. No, you know.
Hey, I got mine. It came straight
Yeah, I
on
got
in,
mine
right?
as well.
I got, we all got it. You know what I mean? They ain't give
I
us
ain't even
enough
looked yet.
stuff. But I
I
mean,
had
go.
some good Jimmy Johns on the government.
Just do.
You
I ain't
know
look.
what
Hey,
I didn't.
Hey, so I'm out here where it's locked down there. Y'all out there where stuff is open there. LA, we
Yeah,
on
No,
this
we
locked
locked
lockdown.
down. We locked down.
Yeah, we still locked down, man. We can't do nothing.
Damn.
We can't go
No,
eat nowhere. We
Yeah, we
can't
locked
do
down too,
nothing.
right? We locked
That's
down.
because y'all
locked
got
down
that
too?
new strain
Only
up
thing they
there.
kept open was the Wine and Spirit, the liquor store. They wasn't playing at this time. They kept them.
No, so I'm saying right now in Philly, y'all on lockdown?
Yeah.
I'm in
Ain't no
Florida.
restaurant.
We
Ain't no restaurant. Well, you can't dine in. You can't dine in
Okay.
nowhere. It ain't no outside. Well, it's
Yeah.
cold as hell. And it's raining like a mug. But it ain't no outside. It ain't none of that. You can order food and grab and take it to your crib and all that. But no.
Oh,
You,
okay,
Florida,
yeah,
you can do
yeah.
whatever you want. In Florida,
Yeah,
we
that's
open
what
as
we
all
long
the
on.
gym cut down. I didn't gain like 20 pounds. Gym cut down.
Yeah, it's bad. I hear you. I was at some little show last night, boy. The SWAT came in, shut it all the way down. I'm talking about came up in that thing. I'm talking about yeah. I'm talking about it was like right 12:30. They came up in there like yeah. I'm talking about like the little rappers got on the stage to perform and all that. You see everybody just walking out. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Like, hold on. Boy, I'm talking about they talking about SWAT team coming in, LA sheriffs coming in. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go.
Hold on,
Well, they said y'all got those new strands out there.
Cody lunching.
Yo,
What you lunching, man? What's up? What's going on?
I was definitely laying.
He was over there sleep.
But nah, no, it's good.
What's going on, man? We talking about these Eagles, man. We talk about
the bird gang.
This heartbreak of a year, man.
Yeah, I'm just ready to lose this game. That's how I feel. You know, like one loss ain't gonna hurt. We already eliminated. They talking about no hats on the field and all this extra stuff. Listen, it's over with. Like, just get the best pick possible.
Facts.
You know
I
what
needed
mean?
that energy earlier in the season.
You know what I'm saying? And I just got a question though. Do y'all think that like we should go receiver or linebacker?
I'll let y'all answer. Go ahead.
If it's Micah Parsons, if it's Micah Parsons or Jamar, I'm probably leaning towards Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. But if it's like any other wide receiver or Micah Parsons, I'm probably going towards Micah Parsons. That's how I feel.
I'm taking Smith. Ain't no question.
If it's one of those two wide receivers,
Yeah, one of them two receivers, I'm taking them. Ain't no question. I need a number one.
You taking Smith over Chase?
Yeah, I'm taking Smith over Chase.
I would take.
You sound like me. You sound like me.
At the end of the day, we don't pick before the Bengals, so we don't have a chance at both of them.
The Bengals not going to draft a wide receiver.
You don't think so?
No, they're going to protect their first round draft pick from last year. They need their offensive line boosted up, so they're going to take the best offensive lineman they could get.
Yeah, I understand that, but how long do you think AJ Green is going to be playing?
They don't need AJ Green. I mean, we're the only team in the NFL that has trouble finding wide receivers.
Yeah, they got a couple good ones.
They got coaches that do their jobs.
We got a problem drafting them.
And who else?
It don't matter who else.
I'm talking to Joe. Joe said they got a couple wide receivers. I want to hear this.
I know they still got John Ross.
John Ross is kind of trash. But
first of all,
what's the dude they drafted last year? What's Holmes' name? Not this previous year that they got T. Higgins. The year before that, they got a kid, and I can't remember his name. No, not Ross. Not Ross. I can't.
Oh, you talking about Boyd? Tyler Boyd?
Yes, Tyler Boyd.
I forgot about him. That's your one and two right there.
Yeah, you got some good. You obviously got a great running back. You obviously have pretty good tight ends. I think Penny makes the most sense for them.
I don't like. He right about the O lineman for them. He is right about that, but I don't know. That's tough to see them pass on Chase though. It is like to see I know Burrow gonna want him.
I think they're gonna get an O lineman because they got what's his name? He was getting hit the same amount as Carson Wentz damn near. And his knee is done up already. I think they gotta go offensive lineman with the.
No, they do. That's why I said that. That's what they do. I know it'll be. That's why I said I know Joe will want him.
Yeah, they got all the tape.
But the team gonna take the O lineman. They ain't gonna care what he want. They'll take the O lineman. That's why I said that.
And I forgot they got Alden Tate too, y'all.
Alden Tate, yep. They got a pretty good receiving core.
They
do. We the ones with the bad receiving core. That's what it is.
Right.
We the bad coaching core.
But I'm about to say, is it like when you really look at it, like when you really break it down, like I like Quez Watkins, I like Hightower. I think Rhaegar is can be Nelson Aguilar. I'm going to keep saying that, and I think he can be better than Nelson. You know what I mean?
Do we got the one though, Fresh? Do we got that one?
Yeah, that's all complimentary.
That one. They all complimentary and they'll all be good.
But we could go get without a number one receiver, bro.
Say that again.
We won a Super Bowl without a number one receiver.
Let Mike tell it. Alshon was the number one.
No. He was on the depth chart. He was the number one in Madden. He was the number one. You know what I mean?
I can move anybody to number one in Madden.
Yeah, that's my point. That's why I say he was the number one on the depth chart. But when you
Madden stuff, y'all know the last time I played Madden. Come on, man, stop doing this to me.
Man, no, in all honesty, Alshon played for a contract in 2017. So
but we had the reason we won the Super Bowl is because we had that good running game. And that's why we won the ball. We didn't win the ball because like I said, right now we don't run the ball, so we don't know what type of running game we got. We'll never know what we got when we running the ball 18 times a game with 3 running backs. How you run the ball 18 times with 3 backs?
When I see that my running back is number 3 yards per carry in the whole league, that includes quarterbacks also. I know that we have a good running game.
We do. We don't use it.
Exactly, and that's a shame.
Yeah, so that's my whole point. So it takes away from the ability of the team. It's taking the strength away that we got.
Facts.
We taking our own strength away.
In 2017, we were a way better culture, a way better team. Like it's not a coincidence that over these past couple of years that we've been mediocre at best. That all these reports come out.
Yeah, like I said,
hating each other. You know, it's like
the strengths of football. We went away from them. Running the ball is a strength in football. And we went away from that. That opens up the play action.
But one thing, not a number one. I'm sorry. See, See, and I was gonna make a video about this, and I still think I am.
He said Alshon was a number one. Like I said it on the depth chart.
To me, a number one is a volume wide receiver.
Top 10.
I mean, he doesn't gotta be top 10 because it's wide receivers that are number ones, but they're not top 10. They're probably top 15, top 20.
Okay, I give top
Minnesota
15.
got 2.
Yeah, how about that? It's the volume to me.
I don't think Thielen a 1. I don't think Thielen a 1.
Oh, he is. He's definitely a 1.
Yeah, especially since Diggs was going.
But see, that's the thing. But when you look at like you see, old boy came and he real solid. Like what about they didn't take a receiver in the first round? So let's just say if they didn't have Jefferson, take Jefferson off the Vikings.
He would get all the volume. See, a number one.
They would have picked up Rhaegar.
Hold on, real fast, y'all. A number one to me is volume, production, and also being reliable. Meaning third downs, meaning how many targets do you get? Meaning, do you catch consistently? Do you get open? If you're not open, are you still going to make the play? Do you make the hard catches that everybody says, oh, Carson Wentz threw too high, Carson Wentz threw too low? Well, that happens all across the league, but number one receivers make them kind of catches.
Ertz was our number one receiver.
Yeah,
facts.
That worked.
Was the number one.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was talking about that. I was like, some quarterbacks, they don't know how to use number ones. Like when they can have a number one, they don't know how to throw to him. And I was just like with Baker, look at Odell over there with him. He like I just think Baker like the type of quarterback. He can't throw. He don't need a number one. He needs just complimentary receivers. He don't need no pressure on having to get it to that number one. Because number ones, they need 12 targets a game. Like when you look at all of if we go on the list and you look at the number one, you look at the Hopkins, you look at the Adams, you even look at the DK, you look at the receivers, they get 12 targets a game, no matter who they going against. They getting the ball throwing their way. Come on, Michael Thomas. I'm not even going. And then the thing is, like, it's funny because like even when he had like Eli was able to get him targets. Like think about it, Eli got him to the Pro Bowl, and Baker can't even get him to the Pro Bowl. Because when you're a receiver, your quarterback gets you to the Pro Bowl. That's how you get there. Simple as that. If he getting you your targets, he getting you your touches, he gonna get you to the he gonna get you the All Pro. That's what he'll do for you. He can't even get him that.
Alshon had 978 yards, I think, in his best career. I'm not 100% on those numbers, but I'm pretty sure that was like his best year with us. I think it was 9.
Oh, that's what I thought you was talking about his best.
I think his
overall.
best like in his career.
That was his only full season though.
And that 900 and something yards, that's crazy. That's not a number one.
And the only reason I was gonna say that was the reason that I brought that up about like certain quarterbacks don't know how to throw it to the number one because like Wentz, he ain't even never had a number one. So he ain't never even had the opportunity to have a number one to feed the ball to.
And you know what's crazy about Carson Wentz? A lot of people compare him to a lot of different quarterbacks in the league, like Russell Wilson and Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and try to say they better, or Tom Brady, but none of those quarterbacks trade our receiving core for theirs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't talk about
nobody want that.
New Orleans, Pittsburgh, whatever. You talk about all the quarterbacks, people forget real quick what he did for us last season with those practice squad receivers. It's not Carson Wentz's fault that, we throw the ball 45 times a game now. And people who act like, that our offensive line wasn't like depleted 100% damn near. And people going to talk about, but Pro Football Focus says this, that, and the third. Well, Jalen Hurts is way more mobile than Carson Wentz. He got sacked 6 times. And then when he filled in against the Packers, he got sacked 3 times in one half. So, the O-line is not good. And we don't have any running game. This season went how it was supposed to.
And like I brought up, bro, like since we put Hurts in them 3 games, we done scored 13 points in the second half. When it's money time, we're not doing anything.
Yeah,
that's usually when Wentz at his best.
That's what I've been, like I said, the numbers look good. You're looking at the stats, people looking at their fantasy points if they picked up Hurts and it's looking all nice and neat. But
that's because he runs the ball.
That's because he's running the ball.
You get more points rushing than you do passing in fantasy.
That's not gonna get it done though. Like I said, us being outscored, what is it? I think it was 45-13. They said in the second half since he's been the quarterback. So
I feel like if you look back at when we were good, we made a lot of adjustments. Now it's like the total opposite. It's been the total opposite this year, even of just last year. Like to Fresh's point, before we would get a lead, then we would run, we would soak the lead, you know what I'm saying, and just milk the clock. Now we'll run in the first, 15 minutes, first quarter, and then once he's at like 80 yards, we're going to be like, all right, Miles, now just start blocking people. We're going to throw the ball every other play. Like, it just makes no sense. Even if you look back at the game against the Cowboys, we were still in a position that we could have been, winning that game or, came back in that second half. And it was just consistent pass after pass after pass. And it's the same concepts. It's not like it's, crazy different plays. I could tell you what was going to be the next call. It was just, it's mundane at this point. Like, Doug, I feel like everybody needs to go, but I'm just preparing myself for the offseason and nobody leaving.
That's what I fear. That's what I want. I swear, I want all of them to be gone. Like I want Howie to be gone. I want Jim Schwartz to be gone. I want Doug to be gone. Just get rid of them. Like we can't. Like if you keep them, it's gonna be another miserable season next year. Like it is. If you keep all them,
I think you got to get rid of Howie first though, because the thing is, when you looked at this, not running the ball stuff happened this year. There was like last year, if y'all remember, we had Jordan Howard, we had Miles Sanders, we had that 1-2 punch. I think Doug Peterson has Miles Sanders on the pitch count. I don't think Doug Peterson never was a coach to make one running back lead the team. I think he always, he never believes in a workhorse running back is what I'm trying to say. He's not going to run Miles Sanders to the ground. And every Eagles fan wanted either Leonard Fournette or to bring Jordan Howard back. And Howie Roseman failed.
Hey, Payne, here's the thing, though. We're not asking Doug to run him to the ground. We're asking him to run him serviceably. It should be no reason, and I'm going to keep saying this. I have been saying this. I've been live for about 2 hours and 51 minutes. And I guarantee in each one of them hours, I said this. It should be no reason in the Dallas game that you run Miles Sanders 7 times in the first drive and then 8 the rest of the 3 quarters.
I'm tired of talking about that, man.
That's ridiculous.
I'm tired of hearing it, man. I'm sick of it, bro. For real. It's been going on for forever, man.
Because after the first 15 scripted plays, it's like a free fall.
It gets to the point. Like that's why I said I be seeing you post game first throwing your hat, man. I already know. I know how you be feeling. Like that's why I say like that's why I don't heard you say you about to get off the camera because you be so damn hot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Doug be having me heated, bro. And
I'm telling you, like I'm gonna tell you how bad it be.
You know what's crazy though? Easy. Until last week, people just thought I was tripping. Like Doug called good plays and
Come on, man. I'm telling you, bro, they lucky we in this pandemic. You know how bad I wish I could fly out there and go to a home game and sit by the tunnel? Are you kidding me when he come out there?
Seriously, man.
What?
Listen, I drive by the Nova Care Center. I'll be ready to just go in that joint. First of all, I'm gonna blow up that damn statue. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And just cause wreck in that joint. But I already know my answer to this question. But the guy wanted to know, Philly Fanatic, shout out to him. And I say yes. I mean, look at the volume, like everything that I just explained, this guy does. So hell yeah, he's the number one to me. What y'all think?
Oh, hell yeah. Tyreek Hill, hell yeah. We hope Rager could be anything close to him. We could just pray he could. What?
Tyreek Hill, the best defense since D-Jax, man.
Man, Tyreek Hill is one of the receivers that when he step on the field, he's a threat. He's scary. You're scared of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my point. When can we get one of them? Like I wanna be able to know when we line up out there that the defensive coordinator, like, man, we gotta stop that guy. Like that's that dude. Like if we don't stop him, then we in trouble. We ain't had that 16 years. It's like you said 16 years. Come on, man. When we gonna get that?
You know what makes me so mad right now? And I could ask all of y'all this question. I could ask everybody in the chat, but I know the answer. We don't have one. What is our identity on an offensive team? On the offensive side of the ball, what is our identity?
Oh, I know the identity.
Passing the ball.
Nah, let the quarterback figure it out. That's the identity.
Stand up on the podium after the game and say, "Oh, we got to do better."
Yeah,
I got to do better. Like this team has to do.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, like when we really break it down, we don't have no identity, man.
Yeah,
I think when we had
RPOs, man, bullcrap.
I think when we had Hurts, we had somewhat of an identity just because he ran a lot. But
but that's not an identity.
It's close.
Run for his life. That's not an identity. We got excited. A lot of people got excited about it. Like, oh man, look what Jalen Hurts is doing, yada yada yada. But that's not how you win football games. Even Baltimore, what they did with Lamar Jackson is not what Hurts was doing. These wasn't scheme things. The offense wasn't tailor made for him, just like it's not tailor made. I don't know who the hell this offense can be tailor made for. It ain't tailor made for Carson Wentz.
It's made for backups.
Hurts. You said what?
It's made for backups.
I don't even think
it's a preseason offense.
I mean, he's even said it that he's simplified his offense multiple times. Like my man literally said that.
It's a preseason offense.
Facts,
hey, you see it. That pass that Hurts threw to D-Jax last week, that was a play on John Madden.
And that ball was in. I didn't even see the ball. Like I didn't even know where the ball was. He threw that ball so high.
He still underthrew him. Like so, D-Jax still got some wheels on him.
He still got what?
Yeah. And that's crazy. Like if like injuries, man. He did like it. It just seemed like everybody that comes here. Like now, I know D-Jack gets hurt. See, it's the weird things with this organization when it come to injuries. Like Mike you look at Jordan Howard last year. He gets the stinger, but he missed like 9 games on a stinger. You know what I mean? Wallace. Yeah, Mike Wallace, Malik Jackson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
injuries out here. Who's our health department? They got to get fired.
They switch him.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just the whole.
We curse, man. If it ain't Wentz getting hurt, when he healthy for 2 years, everybody else getting hurt. Yeah. Like damn, man. Like
we got
he been healthy. He been healthy, but everybody else.
He would have got hurt this year if he didn't put that extra weight on.
Yeah. Me and Philly 500 we go back and forth about that one. Like he says that Carson Wentz got too fat, he can't move. I disagree. I seen him moving in the Pittsburgh game. I seen him moving in the Baltimore game. I even seen him moving in the Green Bay game.
Wentz is moving. You look how many rushing yards he had this year. He was moving. He's not moving. It's just
he's not moving like he did in the past.
No, he not.
No. He don't move. He don't move like he did in 17. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you go back and you look at some of the tape in 17, like if you look at him running, don't it remind you of like moving around like A-Rod did like in 2010, 2011 when we played him in the playoffs? Like if you look at Rodgers when he would roll out.
I'm talking about like A-Rod, yo. Nobody like that.
I ain't saying wrong. I'm talking about like the movement. Like he was. If you look at the body side, because I was looking at it, like Wentz was kind of like really thin. Like A-Rod, he was able like to move. And I was watching that. I was looking at the playback of that. When they played victim in the playoffs. And if you look at how A-Rod was moving around, dodging defenders and like running, and you look at Wentz in 17. It kind of looked like it a little bit. Like he's still a little bigger than A-Rod because he's like 6'5". A-Rod.
See, here's the thing. When I have been breaking down 2016 tape really all year, right? When you
especially that year, because he was kind of really mobile that year.
Even that year, he was a heavy runner. When I say heavy, I mean Carson Wentz never was light on his feet. You know what I mean? Will he juke you? Will he give you? He only got one move. Like we all know what that is.
Yeah, he'll do an up and down. I ain't gonna lie, he got that up and under, and then he do got that little stutter he be doing because he done caught a couple safeties with that.
but even when he do that, it kind of look unorthodox. Like you can tell
because he's big. He's 6'5" and he not like you say. He don't got that like them basketball feet like that. Quick
Aaron Rodgers got the pity pat feet. Like even now, like the way he moves in the pocket is pity pat, but it's fast. You know what I mean? Like Carson Wentz never been that. Carson Wentz is a guy. He can elude trouble, but it's going to look like it took so much out of him to do it.
Yeah, he's
When
awkward.
it just looked.
He's like Big
fine,
Ben.
you know what I mean? Go ahead.
He's like Big Ben.
I was gonna say, do you want to say kind of like Tannehill? Because did y'all see Tannehill hit that run the other day? Like, did you see that? That boy hit the hole for like 50. Like, I didn't know he could move like that.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen that. And you know what's going to be frustrating? And again, I'm going to have to, because we're playing at 8:30. I don't understand that. Like,
oh my God. Well, see, it's 5:30 out here, but yeah, that's
you good. You good.
Yeah, it's 5:30, but like, come on.
I'm going to have to sit there and watch Red Zone and watch all across the league dudes getting schemed open, and then I'm going to watch our game, and it's going to make me more pissed. Like when you really watch Red Zone, man, and you looking, it don't matter if the dude is fast. It don't matter. It don't matter. Dudes are getting schemed open, and that doesn't happen for this team.
Yeah, so you gotta watch. You gotta watch that game because you got a job to do. You got to report on the Birds. I love the Birds, but I ain't gotta watch that. You know what I mean? I don't got to. You know what I mean? Like I know what better happened. I know what they better go out there and do.
They're sitting a lot of their starters, so
they ain't nothing wrong with them. They over there sitting them talking about that on the list.
They already know.
They still do it because they don't want to play. Yeah, they put the flag up. It's an easy reason to lose. Now they got the perfect excuse to say, "Oh, we didn't tank. We just missed a lot of players." So that's what happened.
They're trying to lose.
Hopefully,
because Mills, I think Mills got the COVID scare. Miles Sanders is not going to play.
Fletcher.
Fletcher not playing.
No Malata. Basically nobody. It's like 9
and that's what I'm saying. Like if you're going to move forward with Jalen Hurts, right? Why would you put him under center with that? Like,
yeah, you should play Suffield this week. He should be playing.
Exactly. Make him.
Yeah, he's not going to be here next year.
$2 million. Let him get.
Because everybody they get paid got to play when you play for the Birds. You got to get your PT.
I say you put Jake Elliott at quarterback.
You got to get your PT.
You know what I'm saying? Put that man at quarterback.
You know what I mean? You got to get your playing time. So Suffield needs to get out there and get his playing time. Make sure Alshon play too.
Suffield gonna want to win because he's trying to play for a contract next year with another team.
Put Greg Ward back.
Who's Suffield?
For the game.
Yeah, remember he said he's not coming back as a backup. So this is last year with the Birds.
Last year.
Well, he gonna go. He gonna go somewhere else.
No,
and be
he said that in the offseason when they re-signed him.
Where he supposed to be starting at?
He re-signed as a free agent because he was done.
Factory. That's my nephew.
Yeah.
What up, Neff? Youngin, what's up, Neff?
Future middle linebacker for the Eagles.
There we go. We need him.
There we go. In the way we moving, in the direction we moving, he might be the savior. You know what I mean? It might take us a long time to get something going. You know, Howie might still be, as long as Howie ain't GMing when he signed him.
He playing baseball.
He wouldn't even let him sign. Oh hell no!
He moved him to safety.
Bro.
I swear, bro, if we don't get rid of him, then I'm starting to feel like Jeffrey. There's something going on with him. You know what I mean? We don't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I mean. If our owner don't fire him, bro, he must know something. He got something on him, like because there's no reason.
Y'all got a list of. So y'all got a list of because of shout out to Gate City. Like I said earlier in the live, Gate City just did a contract thing. And the NFL supposedly giving everybody 20 more million. So instead of being 75 behind the cap, we're going to be 55 behind the cap. Now, I want to know from y'all, man. Y'all can go in any order. Do y'all have a list of guys that you think will not be here? Basically older guys. You know what I mean? Because I have a list.
Yes,
I just
sir.
don't know exactly how the list is. So y'all, I want y'all to get y'all list, man.
I got Ertz. I think Ertz gonna be gone. I think Alshon Jeffrey gonna be gone. Jason Peters better be gone. Nah, James.
No, I'm just talking about guys that's going to be a hit for the Cat next year. He don't got no money on the Cat. He probably do now. I don't know. But,
Well,
he don't
just got a 2-year extension.
Me
Like
personally,
I'm talking.
I feel one of those D tackles should be gone. We signed too many defensive tackles, in my opinion.
Exactly. I think one of them would be gone.
They got one of them got to go, and I don't know which one that they might go with Hargrave because
Malik
all I know is Fletcher Cox went out, and all that money we had on the D tackles was still there, and they couldn't get no pressure. So that's scary right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at Alshon, Ertz, D-Jax. I'm looking at Mills. I think McLeod could stay. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at everybody.
Mills ain't on under contract neither. He only got the 1 year, so he not a hit.
He don't count. He don't count. But McLeod, I think has one more year. I would keep McLeod. McLeod had a sneakily decent year, man.
That's his second leg injury. He lost a step with the first one. So
True. So none of y'all name. Well, you ain't go yet, Easy, but I'm gonna ask this before you go, Easy. I noticed that y'all two ain't named Brandon Graham. Are you signing him back for $17 million?
He's got to restructure, but
$17 million.
17.
Guap, yeah.
He got 17 against the cap, bro.
He already said he would take less money.
Can I say something though? What is Hargrave getting paid?
Probably like 15, 16.
No,
I think it's around like 10 or
no. He get paid 12. He get paid 12.
All right, there you go.
See, like I don't
go get Brooklyn on the line.
We wouldn't have had this problem if we wouldn't have brought in Hargrave. I thought though you got Malik Jackson and him. Brandon Graham has had a Pro Bowl year. That's tough. That's tough right there. It's gonna be like now you got to replace him. But one thing I can say is Josh Sweat looked real good. So I don't know what Howie Roseman and them thinking. I don't know.
Let me ask a question. Do you think that Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, and Malik Jackson played a part as into why Sweat and Brandon Graham looked the way that they looked this year?
I think Brandon Graham. I think it's Fletcher and Brandon Graham that set the tone because when Fletcher left the field, every time Fletcher leaves the field, we look crazy. We don't get no pressure. It looked like he rushing 3 people. Only person I seen get pressure was probably a Brandon Graham. I think it's with those two.
That's one game though. I'm talking about for this. Brandon Graham is having a career year this year. So does that play a part because of Hargraves and Fletcher Cox and Malik Jackson and the attention they're getting in the middle?
I'll give that nod to Fletcher. Because Fletcher's been there. But if you look at it, Brandon Graham has went off on multiple different years. And if you look at it, Michael Bennett came here and he had like about 8.5 sacks. So I give that credit to Fletcher. Not gonna give it to Malik Jackson and Hargrave because Fletcher's always the one that's consistent there.
But Brandon Graham has never had the amount of sacks he had this year. This is his career year.
I think it comes down to the pressures have always been there for Brandon Graham. Yeah,
well, we can say the same thing for Derek Bennett. Derek Barnett, nobody wants to give him credit for it.
I mean, Barnett
gonna get that 5th year though. I think they
already gave him. I think they already gave him the 5th year.
Yeah,
that's what Barnett will be here next year.
They're not gonna give him a deal because Sweat he be looking pretty nice. Yeah, to me BG he got to restructure or he not gonna end up being here.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Then one of the like Ertz to be gone. Pretty much, we need to get rid of all the old. So,
and I feel like if you're gonna do that, you got to restart. Just like I've said this.
Yeah, we do.
People. I've said this to other people. If one person's gonna go,
that can fill in these spots. When you talk about Alshon Jeffrey, I know a lot of people got down on Travis Fulgham. I still like him. You know what I mean? When you talk about when you talk about giving up one of the guys at D tackle. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with that because you still got 2 other guys. When you talk about Jason Peters, who I'm not even bringing him up. Sorry, but we got to talk about Lane. We got to talk about Lane Johnson and also Brandon Brooks.
I was just about to say that. That's crazy.
One of them probably will be gone. And like when you look at it right there, them 2 right there. That's like $27 million.
Well, like the earlier guy said, you can probably trade one of those 2 guys and get something for him.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I said that earlier. I mean,
Oh yeah, you could definitely get something for them.
The guy that I'm talking about that's under contract. I mean, you're not just going to drop them. You're going to try to trade them. You know what I mean? What are you going to do with J.J. Arthur-Whiteside? Is he just going to keep coming back like Matt Hollins? Or are you going to try to get rid of him and try to get something for him? Now
you're not getting nothing for him but a trash bag. You know what I mean? You're not getting nothing. You wish you could get you a school lunch ticket for him or something. Get you an extra meal. Come on,
I wouldn't do nothing with JJ until I find out what they're gonna do.
Come on, Fresh.
I got to see him
bro.
tight end.
If a new coaching staff come in, then maybe they can do something with him because, like I said, JJ is a red zone threat that's not being used in the red zone.
That is true, but I'm just saying, like right now, if we tried to trade him, we'd be reaching for a 7th.
You wouldn't trade him because he's in.
I'm just saying,
he's going in what the third year of his rookie contract. Like, no, you're not gonna.
They're not gonna trade him, but they're not gonna trade him. Yeah, they're not gonna. They can't trade him. So all they would do is just cut him. But they gonna keep him around. But they do. They need to use him, man. But like I said, he had his opportunity with him and Aguilar. That's why. But Aguilar, he actually made up. Now he gonna actually get a contract. Aguilar gonna get a contract somewhere. He gonna have to be reliable, and he gonna turn into stone hands again. That's what's gonna happen with him.
Back?
But where did they put JJ at when they put him out there? Like, I mean, it's
everywhere. They put him everywhere.
He shouldn't be everywhere. That's what I'm saying. They force guys to play what they want them to play, and not what they.
But this what you gotta look at though. When JJ came out there because Alshon and D-Jack was gone. He a 2nd round pick. All these other 2nd round picks got drafted and they turned into number 1 receivers. It's 3. Think about it, B-More. It's 3 2nd round picks. There's number 1 receivers right now. AJ Brown, DK, and McLaurin. Them is number 1s. Because to be honest, if you want like your boy, the old boy in Baltimore, he not a number 1. Hollywood. He not no number 1 receiver.
Neither is Lamar Jackson, but he ain't a receiver.
Who? Yeah, they need a number 1 too. Lamar Jackson ain't got no number 1 receiver either. But I'm saying is when you look at JJ, it's 3 receivers that he got drafted in front of, then turned into number 1s. So when Alshon and DJ go down, we need you to step up. That's your job, bro. Everybody else, all these other dudes stepped up. So that's why we drafted you for.
Easy. Who the 3?
Yeah,
3.
The 3 I said is McLaurin from Washington,
no,
AJ Brown, and DK.
He went like the
but what I'm saying is them 3 receive. JJ got drafted before all 3 of them. They all in the same draft, and they all turned into number 1s. What I'm saying is when Deshaun Jackson got hurt and Alshon got hurt last year, and he stepped in there, he needed to put some work in, and he didn't do that.
Yeah, but they still had guys ahead of him last year because they still had Mac Hollins coming in. They still had.
That was his time to shine though. When D-Jack and Alshon was gone, it was him and Nelson. It was him and Aguilar.
You can't.
Him and Aguilar was out there.
Yeah, but they had him playing. They had him playing. It was games that they had this rookie playing on the outside. They had him playing in the slot. They had him playing on the other side. It was
they had him all over. But that's my point is they had AJ Brown was doing stuff. McLaurin is doing stuff, and DK is doing stuff. Y'all all drafted together. Yeah, but
they're not. J-Jill's trash though. J-Jill's been given every.
They're not using like when you turn on the.
That's my point. He was given the opportunity. That's my whole thing. Was he was on the field? He was getting the targets.
But here's the difference. But here's the difference. Easy. When you turn on the college tape of this kid, because I did, he never was running routes. This dude was a
deep threat.
He was a guy. He was a guy that you run down the field. I'm going to throw it to you. We playing backyard football, and I don't think that they used him like that. You try to have this kid running routes. He's running into people. He was running into people last year, running across.
It was.
So if you know what you drafted this guy for, once again, why are you not using him? This is the thing that I have a problem with. Now, I'm not saying J.J. Arthur-Whiteside is going to be any of them guys that you just named. Easy. I'm just saying you can get more. You can get more out of it, man. You know what I mean? You can get more out of a guy if you use him to his skill set. And that's things that we do not do on offense and on defense.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely that it comes. Yeah, we do that, but like I was saying, when we had the injuries, so sometimes you get put in that position where like I said, he's not. Nobody said he was a number one, but at that time when it was Aguilar, remember Aguilar 3, so Aguilar go from the 3 to the number 1 because Alshon and D-Jack is gone. So now JJ go from the number 4 receiver or number 5 receiver to a number 2 receiver. So it's like now you're Wentz is gonna rely on you. He needs you now because he don't have nobody else to throw the ball to. Just like Greg Ward. Remember when Greg Ward came up, he wasn't no number 1 receiver, but when that ball came his way, he was catching it. So them targets started going up. Them targets because he was catching the ball. So he went like, okay, I know if I throw him the ball, he gonna come down with it. I know I could go to him on third down. Like you said, a number 1 receiver is the player you go to on third down. The player you throw the ball 12 times to. Greg Ward was getting 10 targets off the practice squad because Wentz knew, okay, if I throw him the ball, he coming down with it. He making moves. He getting open. That's what I said. JJ had his chance. He had his opportunity. He just didn't cash it in when he had the chance.
But once again, Greg Ward's skill set are different than JJ.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I think that they kind of started using Greg Ward's skill set, and they wasn't using JJ Arcega-Whiteside's skill set. I don't like when Greg Ward came onto the scene. Like I said before, it's a thing called December Doug. Really not this year, but it was a thing called December Doug.
It was once upon a time.
Yeah. So he was using guys differently. He started finally seeing the field differently. He started finally using players differently. And Greg Ward came into that school and all that was happening. Just like in 2018, Nick Foles came into that scheme when everything started coming into fruition. Dudes started coming back. The defense started playing better. You know what I mean? And we caught lightning in the bottle again, or whatever you want to call it. And we backed into the playoffs, and we see it time after time, bro. Like it takes this guy 12 to 13 weeks to understand his players.
We can't have that though. That's why he gotta go. That's why he gotta go because we can't be having that. But really, like I said, that's why we blame Howie for that. Because you think about it, if Howie don't take, let's just say we're not even gonna say DK. Let's just say take AJ Brown. You think AJ Brown having the season that JJ had? If Alshon and DJ go out and we got AJ Brown.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I don't think AJ Brown's having the season that he's having with the team he's with either.
We talking about they got that running game too.
Yeah, but it kind of works both ways to me. Like I said this earlier, if Justin Jefferson is here, he's not having them yards. He's not having all the targets. He's not having over here.
But see that's the reason. That's the reason why I said that with Alshon and DJ going out, because now like you have to step in and be that dude. Like they looking forward to you to be that dude now because they don't they was the number 1, number 2. Remember going into week 1 we played Washington. You got Alshon on one side, you got DJ on one side, you got Aguilar in the slot.
Hey, 2020, this is the smartest thing you said this whole chat.
In a long while.
He might be out there. He might go out there and get a buck. You know what I mean? Show him why he deserved to be on the team next season. I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what's going to happen if that happens? Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz because look how J.J. Arcega-Whiteside looked with Jalen Hurts.
Hey, that'll be proven over the years. Like I said, I don't even worry about that, to be honest. Like I said, when we make our decision on what we gonna do, because both quarterbacks ain't coming back. I hear everybody somebody need to have a quarterback competition, all that. That's not gonna happen. One of them is gonna be gone.
I think if you get a new coach in here, I think that happens, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why both of them gonna be here. Do you see them going out to sign another quarterback or draft another quarterback? Because if one go, you have to get another quarterback because you're not going to have. You only have one.
They might draft one, but it'll probably be like in the 5th, 6th round. Draft somebody to be the backup.
You can't afford to draft another quarterback.
Last time we drafted a quarterback in the 5th round, he didn't make it. Last time we drafted a quarterback in the 5th round, he didn't make it past training camp.
Clayton Thorson.
We We're quarterback.
If we're gonna do what we need to do, we need to be keeping our franchise quarterback. He about to start his 4-year deal. We need to be smart and stop playing.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think Wentz is going anywhere, but you need somebody to back Wentz up. Are you going to trade Hurts to try to get another coach? You can't use the picks that you presently have now.
Like I said, if it was up to me, if it was my call, I'll be cleaning the house with that coaching staff. They'll all be gone. I'll be bringing a new GM, new head coach, new defensive coordinator, new OC. I'm trading Hurts. I'm trying to get a second.
I don't know why you would acknowledge that one, Fresh.
Well, don't even let that one slip. Let that one
I'm going down the list, man.
We should trade one. For Julian
Edelman, we still won't have a number one receiver.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's good to have a nice little vocal leader, and then he gonna be hurt too. He gonna come in there and get hurt. We don't need no more of those type of receivers. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would clean house, and I'm keeping Wentz. That's what I would do. I would let him know. Look, we're gonna clean house. We're gonna keep you. Get it together. Simple as if I'm Josh, all I'm telling him, look, get it together. I did everything I'm pretty sure you wanted me to do. So you ain't got no reason to go out there and stink it up. I got you a new coach. I got you an OC. I'm gonna get you a wide receiver in the first round. I'm gonna get you Smith. And I paid you. Get it done. That's all I'm gonna tell him. Get it done.
See,
get it done.
In a way, I'm not surprised though, because this is how you gonna look sometimes when you need an OC though. We don't even have one in regards to the offense, man.
We don't.
And at the end of the day, Doug Peterson looked like a solid coach with an OC. So you have some Eagles fans saying maybe we just need an OC. Who knows? I really feel I don't feel no way about it. But one thing, a lot of people are gonna sit here and say trade Carson Wentz. But if Carson Wentz ends up on a team like, Saints or 49ers or, I would hate to see him on the Saints. Let's get that out the way. But if he goes on
that would be bad. Would be bad.
Or the Steelers, these dudes, particularly the Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they win games without their starting quarterback. They went 8-8 last year without Big Ben. So you telling me Carson Wentz ain't better than Mason Rudolph? Like, we just witnessed Carson Wentz bring us to the playoffs, but a bad stretch of football, and the whole Philadelphia, fan base is ready. Not the whole, but a lot of them is ready to go on Hurts. Now, what if Hurts goes out there and he went 1-2, so his record is negative. So if he loses next week, he 1-3. So what they gonna say now in the next year if he loses a few games, whether his record is 1-7, we should have never let Wentz go. It's gonna be the same thing. We gotta stick with one of them, man. We can't keep this going and just trying to bail.
But here's the hit. You absolutely right, Payne. And here's the thing: you got to stick with one of them, and you got to be behind them.
Exactly.
Because let's keep it a bean, y'all. They had not been behind Carson Wentz since 2000, since they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Since the Super Bowl, it has been the best. Worst. It has been the best and worst thing for us, and it's damn sure been the worst thing for Carson Wentz. Like, when you really break it down, let's talk about this. And I'm not sure if you was up on here easy when I talked about this last week with Tone. Shout out to Tone, and also shout out to Notion.
I was up here.
I said this with the Russell Wilson situation. Anybody talk bad about him, you got to go. We don't care about no Legion of Boom. This is our future. Anybody says anything bad, any reports, any of that, you out of here. They got behind their quarterback. Now, they haven't won a Super Bowl since then, but you see a quarterback that knows that the organization is behind them.
Hey, make it quick. Hey, not to cut you. Hey, they got one playoff win since then, and it was against us. That's all they got is that one playoff win.
They also looking better than us. You know what I mean?
They lost because of coaching. They didn't even lose.
Like I said, I've been said that. I told Fresh that I said, Fresh, we lost that playoff game because of Doug. We should have won that game with Josh McCown. He out there going for it on fourth down all the time. Like I said, when Doug coached bad last year and Wentz covered him up and got us in the playoffs. And then he had the audacity to bench him this year. Are you kidding me?
But he
after he saved him last year. See what you see what I be saying? See, like that's why I say he deserved to be fired for things like that. Because he could have saved him this year too. Because I'm telling you right now, like I said, we would have been playing on Sunday for the East if he didn't bench him. And is that I don't care what anybody says. If you don't bench, Fresh, if you don't bench, you'll be playing for the division on Sunday. And we're not in here talking like this today. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be in here talking like this.
But that's what I believe. Like that.
Like
I believe I just don't see. I don't see him losing that Dallas game with the division with it on the line. I don't see it. I don't. Because only reason I don't see it because I ain't seen it. So I ain't seen him walk off the field with us being eliminated and him playing and we eliminated. So.
And can I say something about the bench situation? You bench Carson Wentz, but you leave in Jason Peters and Alshon Jeffrey. How that even makes sense? You don't bench Jason Peters. You see he getting beat, and you see Alshon Jeffrey is good for a pass interference a game, but you won't. But I don't know. I don't understand that logic right there. Like you left in Jason Peters right. Jason Peters got toe surgery the week when Carson Wentz got benched. It's like I don't know, man. That junk confusing to me right now. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, hold on. I got somebody else in here. Carson, thoughts. I ain't even know. I don't know how long you've been in here. I ain't even. I gotta close this joint down. You got to say, my bad, Brian. Back there. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on? How you feeling, bro?
Man,
I see your title. I already like it, man. I already like it.
I'm Carson thoughts right now, man. If I was Carson, man, organization let me down. We'll draft a quarterback. I honestly think, like you said, like you guys said, if he went to the Saints or the Colts, it's a wrap. Like,
not the Saints. We don't want the Saints. We don't want them in the NFC. You go to the AFC. We don't need that.
I feel you.
What if he end up with the Washington football team?
That right there, that would be bad. Like we want to talk about bad. That's bad. That I'm talking about like, see that right there, that'd be torment.
I would hate like it's not like the McNabb thing when we traded him.
No, because McNabb was already done. That's why.
Yeah, he was already done.
It's different. It's different. You know what I mean? You talk about a quarterback into year 6. Can you imagine if we don't win a division title in the next 5-6 years and Washington is winning them because of that? Like, come on.
That defense.
Chill. Don't even speak that into existence, man. Chill.
Yep. Let's go and move on with that one. Let me go and find some wood to knock on. Oh man.
What else you got, Carson?
But not in the draft though. I feel like we should trade down, man. For real. Like we not one player away. We got all these big ass contracts that we probably gonna have to get rid of. We kind of like in a little like retooling, rebuilding stage. So I feel like we should just like trade down, collect picks. Ertz got to go. Alshon got to go. D-Jack got to go. Mills got to go. Fucking
Peters.
Yeah, Peterson got to go. Howie got to go. It's crazy, man. Like the organization, we in shambles right now, bro.
Basically, anybody that has something to do with the Super Bowl got to go. Sound like except maybe like Fletcher and Brandon Graham. Like everybody else, really the young dudes.
I would keep LeBlanc.
You keep LeBlanc?
Yeah.
I like
Stroud. You need depth. You need depth on the team. This team need to stop playing players and stop trying to do this rotational stuff. Like I said in the chat, like they're trying to run this team like it's a hockey team, and like that can play a reason as to why so many people are getting hurt, because so many people are on the field getting exposed to injuries. Like let the guys play. Like I said, the bodies can build up. Like I said, I don't know how this strength and conditioning program is, but apparently it's not the people that they bringing in. It's the program, because every year they changing stuff in it, and it's like every year it's still the same thing.
Well, it's like if you think about it, we don't even have a real number 2 corner. Like all of my corners are like nickel corners. Like they got Madden's playing on the outside. He 5'9". Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I think Slayer's a number 2.
Really, I think Slay. I think Slay is a he a number one, but he like lower tier number one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he can hold his own. But if you just put him 1-on-1 against Devontae with no safety, he gonna get killed. Like, like
that's anybody for real.
Exactly. You feel me? Like,
that's
I wanted Byron Jones.
You want Byron Jones?
He was faster. He was younger.
DeMarco Murray messed up all Dallas players for me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want no more players from Dallas. I feel like they secret agents. Like, I'm not even beating them.
Yeah, Orlando Scandrick too.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't want no more former Dallas players, man.
I wanted Dez.
The Dez now or
yeah, the Dez now when he was available. I would have signed Dez Bryant.
Nah,
Dez Bryant will give you more than any outside wide receiver we had this year.
Him and Ortega running the same routes. I ain't got time for that.
Nah, Dez is much more explosive than any of our outside receivers.
Wait, hold on. Can I say something real quick? If you look at Quez Watkins, Hightower, and Fulgham, those should have been the three dudes that was on the field at all times.
It should have been.
We're not putting the right people on the field. You look, they'll bench, like I said, they bench Carson Wentz, but you leave Jason Peters out there, knowing Jordan Mailata was playing better football than him. Jason Peters need to get ready to put on his gold jacket. That's what he need to get ready to do. The rest of that other stuff that people talking about, like Quez Watkins, John Hightower, those dudes get low. They fast. They might be better than Rager for all we know right now.
Rager's slow from what I see.
I think Fulgham the best receiver on the team, really.
And Fulgham went off. He had 150
I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all might laugh at me about this one. I think Quez Watkins has the most potential out of all of them. I'm talking about his build, his speed, and I gotta see more with his hands. You know what I mean? But I think he has the quality to be a number one. When I look at him and when I see the things that I see from this kid, I see toughness, I see speed, and I don't really see that from Rager, man. When I want to see was that the Cardinals and the Saints game. It was
that play when Ertz got him open and he had nothing but green field ahead of him.
Yeah, and like
he's slower than me.
Why does it look like your quarterback is faster than you, dude? Like to me, that was Will. He didn't run. You could tell he wasn't running as fast. And then you run out of balance. Come on, man. Like,
he dropped it a
like, remember when DeMarco Murray slid against I can't remember what game that was, but when he slid and instead of taking the contact, that's what resonated to me, man, when that happened, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like what I see from Rager. I don't feel as though that they put him in a lot of positions to be used. I think he needs to be used how to use a Claypool. You know what I mean? Over in Pittsburgh.
How they used Greg Ward last year at the end of the season.
I think
allow him to get the ball and make plays after he get the ball in his hand, like Nelson Aguilar.
It's going to be a shame. It's going to be a shame if it really comes out that Quez Watkins was the best out of all these guys, and y'all just like don't even play him. You know what I mean? It's been so many times that this dude hasn't even suited up. And then once again, you're not putting players in the right position. We need to talk about it. Why in the hell is Greg Ward fielding punts? Why in the hell? Like
because he catch when he catch it, he doesn't muff it.
Because he over reliable.
He might as well muff it. Don't do nothing after it. Like and then Boston Scott is a magnet for kickoffs. Like I don't understand. Like I'll be seeing green grass. I'm not saying you're supposed to break 40 yards, 50 yards every time. I'll be seeing no guys over here to the left side, and you just run straight to. And then it's not like he's running to a hole, and then he tries to wiggle out. He just runs straight to a defender like it's a magnet.
It's like somebody handed him the ball out the backfield, and that's just how he returned kickoffs. Like he's trying to hit the hole.
Yeah, like
no, run away from people, not to them.
I don't.
But isn't that one of the reasons we drafted Hightower and Rager was so they can return punts?
Because that was their specialties.
That's what I thought. And then not only that, Rager makes scores a touchdown, and we haven't had since like 2017 a special teams touchdown. Once that happens, then you bench him against Greg Ward. I don't like
man.
It's things to me that make me think that this team wanted to tank or something. Because some of the decisions that they make are criminal to the organization.
But isn't that the head coach? The head coach is supposed to go talk to whoever's coaching that position,
Dave Flip,
to address that.
Do y'all think Fogelman is a number one? I think Fogelman's a number one, but they got
he's a number one on this team.
Potentially.
I think
he's number one on this team
to be a number one. Like he put up numbers against the Ravens, everything, like, and then they just benched them. It didn't make sense to me.
I think I'm gonna watch that Pittsburgh game again tonight because that game against Pittsburgh, he was
where
this dude come from?
He was doing number one things like
that pass that Carson threw him, and he went up and got it with three guys around him
between the safeties.
I'm like, how the hell they say Carson is inaccurate? Hell no.
Nah, he put
how the hell he get in that?
Carson Wentz,
you see what Carson Wentz can do when he got a receiver like that. You know what I mean? Like a guy that got some speed. He don't got to be the fastest guy, but a guy that got some speed and can go up and catch the football.
He like 6'2", 6'3".
When Carson Wentz trusts you, he's going to give you a chance to make a play on the football, man. And I don't know if it was play scheming. I don't know what it was, but it just seemed like they just stopped going. They just went away from Fulgham. And then
they set Carson up and failed. They were just like, you doing good with Fulgham? Let's take him out. Let's take him out the game.
That's what I'm saying. Why
like Hightower away from you?
Wait, hold on. With that logic right there.
Go ahead, bro.
With that logic right there, Fresh might be right. We actually might have been tanking because there's no reason to take out Fulgham for Alshon Jeffrey.
That's what I'm saying.
We might have really been. Now that I'm thinking about it, Fresh got me thinking we might really have been tanking this whole time.
And I don't know how I feel about that. A little soft rebuild.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. Depending if we get, because I don't know if we got Howie picking. I'm not with the tanking movement because we might get another person for the factory, man, and it's not looking too good.
Get another quarterback.
Yeah, man. Like Howie can't trust him, but that's actually low key smart that tanking thing.
Listen, y'all, I've been on this joint for 3.5 hours, man. I appreciate everybody that's still rocking, everybody that came on. Big Pain, appreciate you, man. Carson, thoughts, my guy, Be More Philly, you already know, man. Listen, the reason I'm talking to the chat, really, but the reason that I didn't do the my do's and don'ts in a free giveaway is because I didn't know who the hell was going to play. And I was going to do it for Miles Sanders, but he's not going to play. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to, because I got 2 giveaways that I want to do for y'all, man. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do these 2 giveaways. It's the last one of the week. Just stay tuned tomorrow. I'll make a video for everybody. And you'll get a chance to win not 1 but 2 gift cards, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, man. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I gotta go. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Talking about the Eagles, man, sometimes just drains you. Pause. But yeah, like it really be having you like you're sad, man. Like, but man, it just seemed like everybody that I talked to was on the same page. Not everything. You know what I mean? But everybody is like, man, this organization had failed, and I didn't see one person that didn't say it was Doug Peterson's fault. And that's what I've been trying to say since week 1. I seen it that you was up 17-0 and your quarterback threw for 61 times. And that should never happen. You know what I mean? And maybe it is. Maybe it is, Pain. And I just said that to say it, but when you really look at it, man, it's looking like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that, man. Any final thoughts y'all guys got before we get out of here, man?
Get Carson some motherfucking help, please.
So what you are Carson starts real fast. What would you do in the draft?
I would trade down, try to get some more picks. Get the best player. Stop playing all these games. Get the best player and keep it moving.
Right. I agree with you. Anything you guys say, Big Pain? I know you got a page, man. You want to shout your page out for everybody?
Oh,
Get
yeah.
up out there. They
If
leave.
y'all, you know what I'm saying? I drop a video maybe like once a week. You know, look out for my channel. It's Big Pain, the same thing up there. You know what I mean? Whoever tuning in, you know, I'm trying to hit that 100 mark right now for the subscribers. You know, I drop weekly things. You know, I don't like talking about the Eagles too much, but I do you know, a weekly update. And in regards to the draft, you know, I feel as though I'm tired of not having that number one receiver like the rest of y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I would trade down, but just watching these receivers go to other teams and be productive. Like, I don't remember the last time we had 1,000-yard receiver. You know what I mean? We had Ertz, but he was a tight end. I want a 1,000-yard receiver. That's what I can say. That's
Jeremy Macklin.
Damn, just a minute ago then.
Yeah. Jeremy Macklin was the last 1,000-yard receiver we had. What you got, Big Boy? What you got, Big Dice?
Hey, I ain't got too much to say. You guys just stay safe. Enjoy the game on Sunday.
All right, Joe.
Hey, we better lose.
We better lose.
I kind of hope we win. just because when I said we should start losing, everybody wanted to beat me up because they don't want to be losing.
No. Hold on. Yeah, because we need to discuss it since
we're gonna discuss it.
Because we camera to camera. We ain't face to face, we camera to camera. So let's talk about this real fast before we get up out of here. The difference is we still had a chance to go to the playoffs. We still had a chance to go to the playoffs. If it's a chance for, I don't care if it's a slim chance. So let me ask you this: last year, you had one of Carson Wentz.
No, because I knew we was gonna win. We was gonna win the division last year. I knew
we had a chance to win the division this year.
No, we had no chance.
How didn't we?
Because we didn't.
Doug Peterson runs the book football against Dallas. We still have a chance.
No, because we still had to win that last game.
What, against Washington?
Yeah.
You don't think we can beat Washington?
Hey,
you just saying we gonna win. So obviously you do.
No, I'm rooting for us to win.
Come on.
Just because I can say I told you so. I'm one of them guys. I'm tough love.
All right. Well, with that being said, we getting out of here, y'all. Man, appreciate everybody once again, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh. Yo, that.